I was totally muted. Am I muted now? Hello! Did I scare you? Did that work? Hello? Welcome. Let me know if my microphone is really loud or anything, because I've adjusted the setting. It's going well. How are you doing? It is loud. Okay. Let's just turn this down a little bit. It's a tiny bit loud. Okay, is that better? Yeah? Okay, let me know if there's more issues. I want it to be good. I went through... I didn't go through. I uploaded the VOD from last stream on YouTube, and I checked it just to see if my voice could be heard, because I had some issues with that in the past and it was really muffled and bad, so I decided to change my microphone, and as you can tell, this is a lot louder. I do, however, let me know if it is too loud, because I also want you to be able to hear everyone else, and we should all kind of sound of the same volume. So simply turning down the volume of the stream won't help if you then can't hear the other players, you know? So yeah, just let me know if there's any audio issues at all, because I want it to sound good. I had such issues with my other microphone trying to adjust it to not be so muffled, etc. And there were certain things I could do, but every time I turned around, then it just lost my voice completely. And I have 3 monitors, so I turn around a lot. But now my microphone is the headset mic, so it's attached to my face, basically. But for a headset mic, this is really good, I think. Thank you, Banjo Bear. They have been good. I'm also super excited for D&D. Oh my. Pretty good for headset, yeah. I thought so. It's a pretty fancy headset, so it makes sense that it has a decent mic attached to it. It's like SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Omni or some shit like that. I've been having a good day, mostly just super excited for D&D. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's been so long since I've been streaming regularly that I've lost my ability to talk properly. I'll get it back, I promise. Hopefully. And for today's session, well, we ended with finishing off a battle against a bunch of undead. So we just ended right after we finished the battle. So it'll be the aftermath of that. Seeing if we can find this item we're looking for. Maybe checking the corpses of those we slaughtered. Hopefully they have something interesting on them. Or something. Hello, Castaway. How are you doing? Classic. And yeah, it's only episode 2, so we're all really new to this world and each other as characters. So I'm just excited to dive into it and experience more. The first session was really fun. We did have some audio issues. Hopefully today it'll be better. You don't have to be so nervous around us that you can't speak. We're all friendly here. Whew. Thank you, Castaway. You're right. Not D&D without audio scruffs. Yeah. What exactly is the tone of the campaign so far? Like serious, gritty, or lighthearted, or high or low fantasy? It's definitely gritty. Really serious. Dark fantasy. We're in a post... Well, actually not even post. We're in an apocalyptic world. There is something going on outside. There's this huge, thick mist in the sky. And there's a bunch of deadly creatures around. This living society that we're aware of have all retreated into this mountain holding. And everyone lives there inside of a mountain. It's dangerous to go outside. We basically lost all contact with the other parts of the world. So session 1 was us venturing out for the first time. Yeah, I am a little bit hyper and excited. I'm mega bouncy. I have all this pent up energy. Yeah. I'm so excited to experience more of it. Gotta use it then, yeah. Time to do a little dance. Sorry. Does this work, by the way? Let me test. Hello? Does this work? Did you notice a difference? It does echo. Yeah, okay, good to know. Kind of it. I won't abuse it much. Yep. I'm glad it works. She lies as even as she breathes. No, I'm not. Anyway, I'm a little nervous, like not about D&D, but just streaming. I think because it's been so long since I've just been sitting here chatting and stuff. But I really miss it. I hope that I will be able to stream more in the future. Right now, just waiting for everyone to get into Discord call. Yeah, we start at 6. So in 7 minutes, I always like to, or usually like to start the stream a little bit sooner, so I can just pop in and say hello and check in on everyone before I move over to the D&D screen where I won't be doing much talking out of character. Thank you, Castboy. That's so sweet. There's so many games and stuff to play. Holy crap. And games coming out. I really want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance, so whenever I do get time, I might play that first, both of them, and then Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the remake, is coming out. I don't know if I'll stream that, but it looks fun to play, but I've already played the old one though. And there's Witcher DLC is coming out, and Witcher 4 is coming out, and that vampire game. Those are all games I really want to play. What are yours and everyone's character like so far? Oh dang. Well, let's see. My character is a human warlock, female. I haven't really shared much on her yet because we haven't done that much RP. We're like 5 people now, so but she's kind of she's a little bit mysterious right now. She is charged with murder. she was imprisoned in the first session for the murder of her boyfriend. She walked home, found him dead, and then she got imprisoned. So the other characters are, I think they are a little bit suspicious of her. Then we have Oren's character, who is a kobold and very small, and his name is Uwu. It's actually Uvo or Uvo, but it just sounds like they're saying Uwu. And he seems like a nice guy, a nice kobold. It also seems like he's the only kobold anyone has seen in this mountain living, so he's small. The whole thing? Oh my god, I don't... Uvorosa. I don't know what your last name is. I know you said it. It was also started with Uval or something like that. Uvorosa Uvalter. Oh my god. That's a mouthful. And then we have Upa's character, who is a cleric, also human. He's a bit older. I don't know how many years he is, but he looks like he's like in his 50s maybe. He's bald, and he has 2 big scars on his face. He seems like a really cool character. I think my character finds him a bit annoying because he's like, oh, we must give to the poor, blah, blah, blah. Which my character is like, why? And then we have Rodrigo's character, who is really funny, actually. He was also imprisoned. Oh, Upa's character was also imprisoned for stealing to give to the poor, very Robin Hood. And then Rodrigo's character was imprisoned and because he hadn't paid, he owed money, I think. And he seems very high on himself, which is really funny. He's a rogue, and like a big talker, you know, a real show off. And then we have Hilk's character, who is a gnome, I think. And he is also a warlock, and he is like the leader of a group called the Runners, or maybe not a leader. He's like testing to be a leader or something. So he was leading us in this expedition that we started last session, where we went into the mist. Although he is only 16, so we're all being led by this young boy. But yeah, it seems like a very interesting group of people. And then we have our DM, who's probably schizophrenic at this point with all the characters he has to play. Everyone's so diverse and unique. Yeah! Really have a good blend of different people here. I'm sure once we gather and we start, our DM usually does a little recap of what happened last session before we start this session. Ayo! Spawn! Thank you so much! Hello!
Hi Saf, how are you, Tunner Donk?
Tunner Donk. I'm good. How are you doing, Spawn? It's been a long time. 24 months? That was like 2 years? Damn! That's crazy! My players love when I do multiple characters at once. They're always impressed with how I keep the voice and identity of every NPC I do. That is quite impressive. I'm still trying to get the voice of my one character down. I'm trying to do a bit of a deeper voice for her, but I haven't really found it just yet. But that's amazing, being able to do so many characters at the same time. I've been good. Pretty good, yeah. How about you? I almost have to bounce into the Discord channel. It is 6 now. I'm just keeping an eye on the Discord to see when everyone has showed up, and I will jump into. Also, when I do jump in, please let me know if anyone is too loud or too low. Do you know what I mean? Too silent? So I can adjust their volumes. And me as well, if I'm too loud or too silent. English is hard. You surviving this heat? What heat? We haven't had any. So yeah, I'm surviving just fine. It's been like around 17 Celsius here, so not too bad. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's supposed to go above 20 on Sunday or Saturday, I think. But I think it was gonna max at like 24 or 23, something like that. So it'll be warm but manageable, I think. Hopefully. I hope it doesn't get any warmer than that though, because that would be terrible. Lucky you. Yeah, but I'm beginning to see that everyone has been complaining about the heat wave. Understandably so, I would be fucking melting. Sounds terrible. Supposed to heat up for the next week. Oh, dang. Well, good luck. I hope you have air condition. I don't. But if you have a lot of heat, then that would probably be. You have your AC, but it's either you freeze or you melt. I think I'd go for freezing over melting. Because then you can like put on a blankie and a hoodie and get some hot cocoa or coffee or something, you know? You can warm up. But cooling down seems harder. Unless you have a swimming pool. Maybe. Which I don't. But I wish everyone good luck in this heat. Don't melt. And drink water with ice cubes. I mean, you say AC is present and available. Good. I mean, I have no clue because I know you say it's so freaking big. It's probably some parts that are cold and some that are warm, right? I choose cold showers instead. Yeah, that works too, I guess. It's been cooler for me the past couple weeks. Oh, okay. You enjoyed the heat, the summers? It's not going to be abnormally hot, just hotter. Oh, okay. That sounds survivable at least. I'm just keeping an eye on the Discord. I think someone is a bit late. So we'll just keep talking for a little while longer. Is the microphone good so far? I don't know if I'm speaking too loud or not loud enough, and etc. etc. It's so unusual to me having this microphone on. Gotta head out. Take care, Streamler. Thank you, Spawn. Thank you for dropping by and for the sub and everything. See you around. Ozia sounds fine. Good. That's what I like to hear. Any upcoming games anyone's excited for? Or any new games anyone is playing? I know that painting game was really popular, but I haven't tried it. Haven't been gaming as much lately? There's not always time. I haven't really been gaming that much either. I'm trying to think. Well, at least not any new games. Yeah. No time. Too busy. Well, I think I'm gonna jump in and see what's going on, and then so the intro here doesn't become half an hour long as well, and then I can also adjust the audio if it is necessary. So please let me know. I'm gonna bounce to the other screen. Thank you, Castaway. Appreciate it. Hello?
Yeah,
I like a better
finished.
thing and yeah.
Hello.
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 Hello. Yeah, there's one I finished relatively quick, the mining one.
There are a few of those. Like the meta of idle games that have come out lately is like 4 to 6 hours gameplay, and that's it.
Yeah.
A little bit depressing.
Dude, I
Isn't-
also
Isn't the whole
played
point
one
of an
game-
idle game that it realistically just has way too much playtime?
Yes. But
Dude, have you guys played fuck?
Fuck?
It stimulated my autism. What's it called? I'm looking through my Steam. But you have to
Isn't
clean
that
up
all
like
video
a
games?
book store, well, like a library. And there's like thousands of books. You have to put them in the.
Oh,
I know
corner.
the game you're talking about, and the answer is no.
Mhm.
But I can't remember the name of it.
If you
Greatest
ever
of
want to
evenings.
just fight.
Hello, hello.
Yo, yo.
Librarian
Hello,
tidy up
apologies.
the Arcane Library.
All good.
Yeah.
It was so busy today, I didn't even have time to scratch my nose.
Damn. Do it now, do it now. Get that satisfaction.
Ah, oh,
There you go.
oh,
Attaboy.
Nice.
second to none. Let me just get rid of my clothes because it's 40 degrees.
Huh?
here.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
Same.
it's not wrong.
Roll for persuasion? Question mark.
Put your hands up if you're sitting without a shirt.
Yes.
Oh god.
Wow,
Imagine
everyone,
having a
that's
fucking
crazy.
shirt right now.
Quick, everyone, unrelated, but turn on your camera for a quick second. Just real quick.
Nothing you haven't seen before. Nothing you haven't seen before.
Ayo?
Huh?
Hmm?
So,
Alright.
why is Limbus Company on top sellers? Oren, explain yourself.
Because
Orange
it is
hated so much.
actually that good. No,
Okay.
I'm not kidding. This game is that good.
Get it out of my
It's-
top sellers list.
It is legitimately a gacha game that has had growing player numbers and goes higher and higher on the top seller list with each like major update.
Stop it.
When I
Get
say
out.
it is that good, I mean it.
No, I don't like it. Get it out of here. Shoo.
I don't believe it.
Shoo.
You cannot escape the Limbus Company. You cannot escape the Project Moon brainrot. Let us in and accept
No.
your fate.
No. I have
Right,
other
guy.
games to play.
Give me your rep.
Yes.
Give me your referral code.
Yes.
Referral
Shilling.
code.
Okay.
We know he has one.
Limbus Company doesn't do referral codes. There are no referral codes. There are no like super punishing gacha mechanisms. There's just the game to play. It's not that hard.
Do you mayhaps work for this company or?
I mean,
Man, if Project Moon would hire me instantly, dude.
Marketing.
for the 2 years I've known you, I've never seen that Limbus Company tag not be next to your name.
Mm.
You're always in it. It's a little bit terrifying.
Good. It's a great game to idle. Like, I don't know, it doesn't require a lot of brain power to do dailies and idling in it.
He said the magical word idle. Oh no.
No.
Finding the keywords to get you guys.
No, saying
no
so.
escape.
Next is
Join the visual novel that will grip your heartstrings. Let it in.
does it have big waifu anime biddies?
Nope.
Okay, I'm out.
I'm out.
The game is
you're this
infamously
close.
androgynous.
You're
Okay,
this
actually,
close
no,
on.
there is one or two cases of cleavage
Just-
in like
just
200
one
hours of
biddy?
story. Just one, maybe
Just one
two.
biddy. No, okay.
Just a bit.
Jesus.
Okay. Mm-mm. Someone dropped the biddy.
I remember they had the fucking beach event, and there was a legitimate like drama event because there was not enough swimsuit, as in there wasn't any. The only thing they got was a full body wetsuit.
Outrageous.
Outrageous, actually. This is what we gathered for today, right? To talk about degenerate things.
No.
No? What did we get here
Limbus
today?
Company.
D&D.
Limbus Company.
Do you,
Oh, D&D.
Damn it,
yeah,
Saf.
You want me to do my recap? Okay.
Yes, please.
I'm just finding my many-sided document that pertains to all the world events that I shouldn't accidentally copy-paste into the D&D chat. I mean, what? So recap. Okay. Well, the last time we played, it was our first D&D session of this campaign. Woo!
Yeah.
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 I'm clapping, but I don't
Yes.
know if my mic is picking it up.
Oh, it is. It's perfect. I should probably do this so you can hear a little bit more. If you hear people driving by honking horns and shit, it's like the students' last day, they graduated, and I live dead center in the city, so there will probably be a few. Just pretend there's creatures in the mist walking by you or flying by you or something. Yep, that'll do.
Yep.
But in that occasion, that it was the first session, that means a lot of our time was spent introducing each character individually, giving small snippets of what might be behind this individual they have just recently met. The reason you met and why you met and how you met is still to be properly explored. Nonetheless, you have all found yourself in detention cells, waiting to pay off a punishment for various deeds. Some things being set up, others simply for drinking too heavily without having the means to pay him, and others for volunteering out of curiosity for rumors circulating about a certain missing parcel. Nevertheless, escorted out by the Marquis and led by Arthur, the brave runner aspiring squadron leader, he who will certainly lead you towards guaranteed success and many splendors, right?
And impending doom.
And impending doom, that too.
There we go.
Alpha currently trying to succeed an examination to see whether or not he's actually capable enough at the ripe age of 16 to lead a squadron by himself. He's being escorted by 2 supervisors alongside the rest of you, searching for this missing parcel that has supposedly been lost in some abandoned farmstead not too far away from the city. However, as you arrived at the farmstead, the undead had already circulated it and consumed the remaining party members of the lost runoff squadron. Now, after bravely slaying them, and Alpha especially stepping up, showing that he was a capable leader, capable of defeating the undead foes, surely, and staying together with the team to show how to steadfast hold your ground and make sure that no one gets left behind. Right. So that's what the supervisors would have loved to have seen in this situation. However, instead, Gregor, with his vast years of experience, took that role upon himself as it came naturally to him, to take a beating again and again and again, till he eventually hit the ground, only to be swiftly brought back to consciousness by the brave little guard dog they brought with them. Something along those lines. Followed by a scary lady standing in the background with a ghastly expression, as if they had switched side in the moment of combat. Things are still unknown to each other, who exactly you are and what you're dealing with. All you know is that you're finding yourself in this mist-ridden wastelands of decay, rubble, and roaming undead, looking for this parcel. And now that the combat
can I
has
interrupt for a
subsided...
second?
No.
Are
Yes,
we
absolutely.
just rewriting history and forgetting my heroic defense of Gregor? Or?
Who are you?
My name is Dorian.
Actual who?
Greatest
Correct
swordsman.
response to Rose.
Who?
Dorian, the greatest swordsman of the Aegis. God damn
Dorian, the great... Right, I believe the rumors circulated in the mist about a brave... dancing guy who was still beaten up from the few days prior, with bruises and swollen eyes and a charm like never before. Right, the guy who poked the undead until they fell. Yes, these very brittle skeletons. Do you really want to be known for being the guy who bravely bested those?
We'll see.
Okay. You will write that down. We'll keep that as on a notepad on the side. Maybe if you have someone in your party who could write and sing songs about your heroic deeds, maybe they would be persuaded into remembering these moments in time.
Brave Sidorian bravely ran away.
With that said, combat has subsided, and you find yourself in the ruins of this farmstead, with the undead having laid hopefully to a permanent rest. Some of you wounded from the scuffle of the battle, some hesitantly looking towards the very scary lady who have appeared behind you, and others just making sure that the people of Import are still safe. As the supervisors run over to Gregor. Gregor, are you okay?
Yeah, yes, I'm fine, yes.
Do you need your wounds tended to? Renrig is looking at you and tapping your body to look for hidden wounds, making sure you're not bleeding out from anywhere. You're fine. Well, thankfully,
I'm not fine, but it's okay.
All right.
Nothing. Good night's rest. Won't fix.
Your pet dog seemed to have the ability to get you back up on your
I-
foot.
I
gonna
understand you guys
cast,
have been calling me a
cure
pet
wounds.
dog, but please, I am part of the clergy.
Right. Can you mend him up more to make him look less like this and more like his previous brave and noble self?
I do not know
I'm
healing
gonna
magic.
cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, I thought we might save your capabilities for later in case more combat should ensue, but
I
Seeing
assumed we were heading back after this.
absolutely, but this is a land of roaming dead. Can't
That's
risk it to this degree. Perhaps we should take the moment to rest for a moment while we search for whatever parts we're missing. We're gathering,
That would
and
be
one
a
of
good
the
idea.
Oris, the other supervisor, kneels down and looks at the corpses of the newly risen wardens. Yeah, this seems to pertain to the running party that got lost. They were the ones last seen with the parcel. If you look around, perhaps you might have seen it.
We should probably burn these corpses as well. We wouldn't want them to come back a second time, you know? Or third.
Did anyone bring a shovel then? We gotta dig
No,
a hole. and
I
then
thought we
cover.
would burn them
Right, but
with
You
fire.
don't need a shovel to make a fire.
right, dig a hole, throw them in, light the fire, quickly cover it to avoid smoke for a prolonged amount of time.
Yes.
I know it's been some time since you've been down here, Gregor, but
I mean, we
Where's,
could leave them here as well. I don't know. I don't mind.
where's the little kid? Arthur.
Oh, you talking to me? I'm gonna move my way over because I was about 25 feet away from all of you.
Oh, good to
Is
see you
everybody
okay, Arthur.
complete? Is everyone okay? Are we complete?
How is
Let's
everybody
cut
looking
that.
in the party?
Well, Ophelia doesn't really look like herself. Ophelia, is that still you?
Holy shit! Did you get bitten?
I'll start like floating over to the group, and as I get closer, my form disperses and I turn back into my regular form. Oh, well,
Jeez.
Bit worrying considering this place is relatively dungeon.
I'll just look
Well,
around.
not-
Are you alright? Can you hear me?
Of course.
I'm a bit hurt. Nice of you to help us out there. Sure you had plenty of important business on that other side of the wall.
Definitely.
He
I'd
was
scare
facing
one.
down an
At least
opponent.
I like to think so. He ran away fast.
Of course.
He
I
must have
told
been
you.
really scared of you then.
He must have been. But only for a short while, because he came back, well, twice as fast. I am. And I
So
open up
did you
the.
find the thing?
Yeah, I was about to. I opened up the note that I got from Renwick at the start, or from the warden. And I. Like, can I make out any of the text that's on it?
You unfold the scroll that you got from one of the that shows the device, and the text on it seems to be make an intelligence check. It's definitely not a common language that you're reading at the moment. Mm-mm. Yes. They are definitely intentionally written things, but not things of your comprehension.
Okay.
Ollie?
What does it say?
I can't make it
What
out.
does say?
The scribbles on this paper, but I can't make them out. It's in some foreign language that I'm not familiar with. Maybe you can take a look.
Really? How intriguing. Finally, someone's shoulder I can read over. Thank you for being so smart like me. I'll peek over his shoulder and try to read it.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check as well.
Question.
Answer.
if it is the one extra language I know, would I need to do
It is
that, or
not.
is it not? 13. Unless you want to give me advantage for being a book nerd.
While you're not capable of deciphering it, you do know it is written in the arcane language. Also pertain to runes.
This is arcane text.
Can we make
Bring it
anything
back
out of
to
it?
the church. Yes, that we should bring it back to the church. A proper all-nighter and a couple of reference book, and I might be able to figure something out back at the library. But
All right, well,
it
there's an
seems
option,
that
but
the object in nature is a spherical one.
it also seems to have some sort of glow to it, like some means to activate it. But I would hate for us to come back empty-handed, but I also want to take into account the 6 hours that we at least would need to traverse back to the Aegis.
Well, then why are we talking and not looking?
What
Exactly,
exactly
so I
is this
suggest
piece
we
of
look
paper?
around. Sorry?
Very well. I shall go look.
Is this the paper you showed us earlier?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then why would we take it back? Isn't this something you brought with you?
Exactly, but just to make sense of the arcane wounds on it, I think Uvo was suggesting we take it back for translation, but not before we've looked here.
All right. Could I
So,
look at some of the corpses that's around us?
absolutely, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm just looking through the rubble as well.
Mhm. Looking through the deceased undead, you gather that if you collect their armor, you would in total come back with 2 functional sets of armor. The tools are decayed and doesn't have much combat longevity left in them. However, the armor pertaining to the newly arisen runner, cleric, and ward would still suffice as a full working set of armor and weapons. Notably, the cleric had a holy symbol on them that resembled the light domain. However, there is something unusual about it.
Can
And
I?
that's-
So the holy symbol, and then was 2 sets of armor and weapons.
2 sets of armor that are functioning from the skeletal undeads, and from the newly risen ones, you have 3 full sets of functioning armor and weapons.
So 5 in total. 5 armor and 3 weapon.
Okay.
Yes.
I would also like to look at these undead creatures to try to understand how they could have become like this. Like, is it arcane fueling them? Is it some kind of disease?
Go ahead and do a D20 roll for me and add your intelligence modifier.
$18.
Even though you're not proficient in the ways of the arcane, seeing as your gifts are unnatural in some way or another, you've definitely heard of things, rumors circulating in the Provisioners Guild about the undead being forcefully risen, and they would always be held together by unnatural means. These are not undead that are held together by rotten sinew or like fabricated strings to hold them together. These are, or at least were, magically held together.
Interesting. I'd like to
So
pick up
for those-
the... Sorry, go ahead.
For those 2 wandering around looking, I would like for Uvo and Dorian to make an investigation check.
Can I spend my last bardic inspiration on this? Like, sort of humming to myself while I go around.
Can you target yourself with it? I believe you can only target others. Unless I'm mixing up my
One
BG3
creature
rules.
Other than yourself, yeah, it's
Hmm.
others. Well, then it is just a ye-old investigation. 21.
So earlier throughout the combat, you notice Arthur continuously glancing towards the chimney in the ruins, and approaching it, you see trails of footsteps leading towards it, and as if the ash and rubble has been disturbed. And while not at an immediate glance anything sticks out, as you start poking around with your hands, touching for something, as if there's a shelf inside of the chimney, you feel something and pull it out, and in your hand you hold a bag that seems to be rather new in durability, at least.
Gonna carefully, slowly extract it and look into it.
Immediately looking into it, you find the usual suspect of food rations, band-aids, a used healing potion that unfortunately no longer has any content in it, and you find 3 objects of interest. One is a metal sphere around the size of a fist that, since you have seen the scroll, you recognize vaguely that it is closely resembling the one on the scroll. You find a folded up piece of paper, and you find a book. And as you extract the book from the bag, it is fairly big in size, like the size of your own torso, of your small stature. It is roughly leather bound, but the leather is of an unusual texture, and a black ribbon is wrapped around it.
How big is this bag?
It is a fairly big bag. You gathered that it would probably be the main mule of the runner party who had it, the one who would have run with all the rations of the party and tents and such. It's usually don't bring a tent out into the wilderness or the wastelands, but knowing that whoever was sent out on this mission had to stay out, perhaps for the first time ever as a squadron, for longer than one day, having a tent with them perhaps makes a bit more sense in this context.
Interesting. I sort of look around a little bit while the others are still discussing.
Back to Ophelia. What were you gonna add to your scavenging?
I wanted to take a look at this holy symbol. So there
Make
was
a
something
religion
strange
check
about
for
it?
me.
15?
Looking at it to you, I mean, it seems like the symbol is if someone has done their best interpretation of drawing a sun without knowing what the sun ever looks like, just from generations of vaguely remembering the symbolism of it, and it seems to have faded out to some degree, even though it is metal carved. But anything unusual that immediately hits you? No.
Be careful with that, Ophelia. It's probably tainted or something. That undead had it around his neck.
I'll turn
Should probably
towards
just
Gregor.
destroy it.
With holding it out towards him. Aren't you a holy guy?
Exactly. And that
Isn't
is
this
not
a symbol
a
of your...
holy symbol.
Is
It
it
used
not?
to be, but it's different now. It's something is off about it.
I thought maybe you'd want
Something
it.
is
What?
off?
You want to destroy it?
I think it's best.
What
Yes.
do you mean something is off, Gregor? How could something be off about a holy symbol when it embodies a concept?
Well, you saw how I used my holy symbol to cast that spell, right? Right after that creature did his.
I mean,
That all hurt
I
us so
was
much.
kind of standing behind you, and it's kind of hard to see all the way up there.
Oh, but didn't you get struck by that creature with it?
No?
I see. Well, I felt it,
I
and
thought I was supposed to...
it didn't feel like the light. It felt dark, like necromantic.
Isn't destroying a
Awful.
holy symbol of your religion a heresy?
Not if it's tainted like this. We could bring it back to the church and let those with more knowledge decide, I guess. But
Or maybe we could
Just
trade
keep it
it
away
for
from me.
something else. I'll pocket it.
for what?
Someone might want it.
Yes, the church. Study,
Right, then we can trade it to the
learn.
church.
of course.
And as you three are bickering about this, Renrick, one of the supervisors, walks over to Dorian. I saw you in the arena the other day. You took quite the tumble. I mean, if you performed down there like you did today, perhaps you wouldn't have slept in so soundly.
I look shocked, but quickly regain my what's it called?
Composure.
Myself and say, yeah,
Mhm.
composure. And I say, I think you have mistaken me for someone else.
Oh. But are you not the Rodriguez?
I
believe
am,
that's what
yes.
You see him kind of glancing over you and not trying to catch your hint or understanding entirely. Nods a little bit and walks over to Arthur instead. Arthur, as you are the overseeing leader of this mission, I suggest we go find that parcel and head back to the city. But is your
The parcel we were looking for. You mean this? I have served. Holds out the
Oh,
backpack.
that's great. I just wanted to take a quick look around to see if there is any other fallen brethren laying around here that we could get a proper burial. These are runners after all.
Do we have time?
He is the leader. I'll lead his, take his command.
We'll
Go
make
ahead and
time.
make an investigation check, Arthur. Looking for potential other fallens. Scavenging the area, you count the footprints leading through, some that are more fresh through the ashen ground, and others that seem to have been circulating, wandering undead. Counting the footprints, you calculate the 3 that lie fallen before you, and another pair that might have been the one who returned, barely living, to the city. It seems that no other fallen is in this, at least in this area. Looking around though, gaining the overview of the area, you can see the rushing of figures in the distance. These undead creatures that either wander in larger groups, or some that are straggling by themselves, and some of unnatural sizes walking the distance with the mist just looming barely above their heads. You gather that whatever you fought here was just a small sample size of what awaits you if you stay for too long outside in this wasteland.
Can I see whether they notice us? Like, have they noticed? Are they moving towards us, like with intent?
Make an insight check.
The scrolls I have to do suck ass. Mine. Never
Nice.
Is that what rolling that 20?
Trying to read into this erratical movement of these straggling undead and the larger hordes, some definitely seem to move with intent, but not in your direction, and others just seem to be wandering in circles. And every once in a while, you will catch one of them, or two of them, standing, peering upwards towards the mist, just staring upwards without moving, just lightly swaying as whatever breeze brushes over the wastelands catches their figure for a moment, and then they stand still, peering upwards, and you try to hold on to them for half a minute to see if there are any deviation in their movement, and they just stand there, locked firmly in place, gazing upwards. That's what you get with a nat 20.
With that 20, I can't see. Like, I can see they're moving with intent, the ones that are moving, but I can't see what that intent is.
But it's not in your direction.
Okay. Well, guys, I believe this is still like a small sliver of what's waiting for us ahead if we linger around here too long. So I suggest we finish up what we're doing here. I didn't. Did I understand you correctly that I didn't identify any bodies as being runners?
I think I'll refer to them as recently fallen or fallen runners, and there doesn't seem to be anyone around you that seem to have died recently. More so just decayed skeletons from a long time ago, or nothingness.
Okay. Then I turn myself to the group and I just suggest, like, is there anything anyone still needs to do? Do we still need time? Do we need to rest up, lick our wounds, or are you guys
A
ready
small
for
rest
the way back?
wouldn't hurt, but
Let's see, how much time do we have?
If you want to go, I could use my last bit of power to heal myself, and I should be good. But if we were to be ambushed while going back to the Aegis, I would be without my powers.
Can we make an estimate about how long we've traveled, including our encounter?
Your best guess is 6 to 7 hours.
Okay, so we would have enough rations to make it back. Then if everybody is okay with it, I suggest we have like a short rest, gather our things, lick our wounds, and then prepare for the way back.
Very
Yeah, I
well.
suggest
Hot.
we do it inside the building then.
Yes, out of sight.
It's not really
Or-
much of a building anymore.
Ruins would perhaps be
Ruins.
a more academic term.
I wonder about the people who lived here. What would their life have been like?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Or an insight check on top.
Really?
Yeah.
While we are resting,
Your
Staying in
life
that
would probably have been better than ours.
staying in the rubble, no ceiling, just the 3 remaining walls and that chimney. You know that decay rots away wood, slowly tears down stone, and the rot takes whatever organic remains. You sit there and contemplate what life outside here might have been, not just for them but yourself, and come to the conclusion that whoever resided here when events took place, when the mist came, probably left in a hurry, as there are no resemblance inside the 3 walls standing that has any kind of homeliness to it. It is either rotted, decayed, or brought with them.
Ah, life must have been rough out here.
You think? Why?
Well, just imagine the sheer panic of having to leave your homestead just because of some unknown anomaly that's taking your land and everything that comes with it.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was probably real nice.
I bet it must have been very nice.
Does
See
it
the
actually
sky,
matter?
The sun, whatever that is.
Yeah, then I just wonder if it's better to have it and lost it or not have had it at all.
why would it be better to not have had something than to have had it? If you had it, you got something while you had it, and if you didn't, you haven't been able to get that.
True. I get that, but then you've also know what you've lost, right? And you know what you're missing.
I didn't
Maybe-
think about that.
Maybe it's a blessing to not know any
without
better,
the
you know?
lows, the highs aren't as high, you know?
I think it would have been better to have had it.
I agree.
I'm not so sure.
Are you content with just living inside the mountain?
No, but I think it's blissful to be ignorant as well a little bit.
I
I
disagree.
think there's peace and tranquility in
Knowing
that.
is fun.
Knowing is scary.
I disagree.
Hell, everything is scary.
Are you scared of your own breath?
That depends how long I've been outside the Aegis. Sometimes it has a really
Well-
bad smell of it.
Then not everything can be scary.
I guess I haven't thought about it like that, Uvo. Thank you, and I just sit down on a rock and I just, like, kicking some of the stones with my foot, looking downwards. In thought.
Uvo will begin to play a quiet little song on his viol.
Meanwhile, you hear from one of the supervisors, Wenrick. I might not be scared of my own breath, but I am scared of it stopping. So, let's be cautious, shall we? And rest up. Eat what you can while you're out here, if you still have your supplies, those who took supplies with them. And mend your wounds, catch your breath, and pray that it won't stop on the way home.
What is Gregor
Ooh,
doing while we're
nice.
resting?
I am just bandaging my wounds a little bit, and I'm like actively, like putting on some ointments and stuff like that, just healing up.
Okay, so I walk towards you and speak quietly and say, Father or Gregor, what do you
Yes.
prefer?
Gregor is fine. If you really want to use a title of the church, you can say brother Gregor.
Well, I'm not
Oh,
really
Gregor
a
is fine.
religious man, but these things we killed,
Mhm.
is this blasphemy?
I don't not necessarily blasphemy, but it is definitely unnatural. If you want to speak
Yes,
more
you-
about undead, I would suggest you speak to my brother, who is part of the dead domain. Let me check my notes real quick.
Belkin.
Yeah.
Not
you
Gregor,
should
but
speak to-
Sandor.
You should speak to Brother Velkin, Dorian, if you have many questions about this. I am more of the light, all things that shine light upon those that, have faith and try to give hope where it's needed.
It's all just trickery to me. But I came to you because have you actually looked around? We are surrounded by freaks of nature. We are being led by a kid. There's a dog in between us, and this lady that seemed normal, she
She did not seem
Turned in-
normal. No.
she turned into a freaking witch. All I'm saying is,
We should look out for each other. Yes, I agree.
I just want to point out you're all sitting within like 10 feet of each other. So if you're
Hey!
saying this like intentionally trying to be
Just
stealthy
looks
about
so
it,
sad.
I would like for Dorian to roll like a stealth check if you're trying to hide what you're saying. And if not, I will allow for the rest of you to interject with all these statements.
You know what? Can I roll like a persuasion to like? Can I roll like a persuasion to look pitifully at Gregor?
You all hear this, so you can all react however you want this. Yeah?
I just imagine
Well,
him
I am-
not trying to be stealthy. I was just saying it out loud, so like fuck you. Fuck you.
Like a stage whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I took down one of those creatures almost all by myself. So I don't know why you're complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I've never seen these before. What are you?
What do you mean?
You turned
Person.
into one of them.
I didn't turn into one of
What
them.
was that?
It's just
Well,
some
Did look
power I
I
have.
Oddly
nearly
scary,
attacked
though.
you. I was confused.
Is
Well, it
like
makes
some
me
sort of
stronger.
illusion? Or-
Dorian, I think this is neither the time or place to call us freaks of nature, since you're equally as part of this group as everyone else. So if we're freaks,
could u-
then you can count yourself among us just as well.
I am not a freak, most certainly not.
Well, I won't have you talking down on any of our members.
I'm
It's
not
okay,
going to
Arthur.
listen to a kid. Maybe you come back in 20 years and you talk to me.
Talking about freak of nature. Who wears a goatee? Current lol.
What? This is fashion in Aegis. Have you never been to the trading center?
Actually, I have not.
Well,
So,
then I
Arthur-
suppose you wouldn't even know what the fashion is.
Enough.
Of
Enough, Dorian.
Arthur, as the leader of this group, when we come back, could you grant us, our freedom for those of us incarcerated?
Yes.
I'm afraid I'm not the one that has the liberty. I'm not at liberty to do so. But
Oh.
I think if we make it back in one piece and we deliver positive results, then I'm sure the wardens will take that into account for the rest of the serving of your possible punishment. But as for you,
surely
Ophelia,
you'll
I understood.
put in a good word
that-
for us?
Excuse me?
Surely you'll put in a good word for us after everything
Of
we've
course,
done?
of course. After everything I've seen
Okay.
from you, how could I otherwise?
Oh, good.
Just remember what the warden told us about, I think, people being able to redeem ourselves, but murder, that's a different crime
I
altogether.
find your statement illogical, Arthur.
Elaborate.
I have not been charged with murder. I've been accused. There's a difference.
Oh, exactly. And I'm not sitting on the judge's chair.
Suspicion is not due to rise into the count of the action.
No. I'm just saying whatever she's been accused of, right? And that's the information the warden gave, that whenever we came back, her trial might not be as easily forgiven.
As far as I understand it, she's the the person with the least reasonable excuse to be here. Dorian was in debt. I do not understand why sending a man out to die would help pay the money back. Gregor has stolen, although I find it hard to believe. He's a good man.
Oh no, I
according to-
didn't.
Yes, but
I
I still
admit-
find it hard
I
to
admit it.
believe.
Gregor, you should really not admit to these crimes.
Ophelia is
Not-
the only one who is suspected of. So, did they just send her out without proof?
Yes,
Are they
that's
that
exactly what they
desperate
did.
for people to throw into the mist?
If you haven't
wonder
noticed,
why.
it's not exactly a great government being held inside of the Aegis.
Agreed.
It is what we have, is it not?
Yes.
If we all live and serve
Unfortunately.
within it, then our actions can make it better.
Well, I'll definitely put in a good word for basically for all of you.
Uvo, can you do a performance check for that song?
Let's see how well Uvo. Oh,
Oh.
never mind then.
+5, what?
I am a bard, thank you. Yes, for
Yeah.
noticing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna
I-
use
So,
some dice with that.
I smile in awe as I hear it.
and as you guys roll those dice at the end of your conversation, the two supervisors kind of probably wouldn't speak too ill about the system that governs us when we are here to represent that system to some degree. Wouldn't you say so, Arthur?
Amongst ourselves, I feel like people could express their opinions, yes, but be careful who you voice those opinions to whenever we're back at the Aegis.
We certainly agree that there are some injustice, and at times some parts of the city have it harder than others, but it's a matter of survival. And, well, yes, some of you deemed that this might be a bit too strict as a sentence. They would not send you out on a mission where death was certain.
Do you really want to start a political argument with a bunch of criminals in the middle of the mist?
I'm not a criminal, it's just a simple misunderstanding.
It just seems illogical. You do not remedy the situation by sending people away where they can't help. To remedy it.
I'm not the one who put them there. That's between Marquis and whoever is overseeing this whole thing. We know that people are put out here for trial and while anticipating the sentence to fall, simply because we are in need of hands. And the missions that are not too high risk involved will be a good place to put those hands into work, where those with higher risk will restation the people who had to do the less important jobs.
They're not doing their jobs properly. If they were, I wouldn't be out here. That
Well.
damn Roswell family would. I got framed.
Wait, what did you get in jail for?
Murder?
Murder?
Allegedly, or
Yes.
I bet you turned into that thing you were before and didn't know what you were doing.
That's not what happened. I got framed. And so the
Why are we
real
jumping to
killer is still out
conclusions?
there, running around, maybe gathering more victims.
All right.
So
if you
great
say so.
job to the Aegis and the Marquis. Respectfully, I say, looking at the other two runners.
Wait,
Respectfully.
what do I know about the Marquis?
Go ahead and make an insight check. Or a history check.
Choose
You
or
choose. You choose.
Can I also make a history?
oh, wow,
You can definitely make a history.
the Marquis was your dad, Roddy.
So you get both sides of the coin. That's insane. Okay, let's start with Dorian. Dorian, your usual hangout spot, the Provisionals Guild, where you tend to do your business, or however you refer to it, and how your trainer has spoken about him. The Marquis is known as probably one of the most battle-proven wardens, which is how he rose to the rank that he's at now. You've never seen him really take off his helmet in public, only when he has been on break, which is rare. People respect him not because he has a stature, but because of what he can do. And that goes all the way down to your family. It goes down to the faction leaders of the city. And none who have gone into conflict with him have disappeared, but they have certainly returned, scarred in other ways than physical. You read him as a
I
man
would see him
who-
as a good guy.
You will see him as a
Probably.
guy to aspire to some extent.
Claro.
Uvo, you would know of Marquis through word of mouth of the faction leaders of the church as a Lucan Morkant, who has served as the officer / security enforcer of the Aegis for an innumerable amount of years within the Aegis. A massive towering human who seems to be as intimidating and imposing as he is a friendly giant.
What was his name?
Lucan Morkant.
It seems contractionary to the picture of what I have of him based on information that he would do this. Surely there must be a reason for it. Alas, speculation will only get us so far. If we want to know, we must search for answers. And I suspect the only place to gain such knowledge is back at the Aegis, so before time runs away from us, should we get going?
I think so.
You
Now
guys
look at
can-
Gregor.
If you
Well,
guys have
that's-
not rolled hit die for a short rest, you can finish that up now and the journey will continue.
I would have just eaten a ration I had. And Yeah.
All right. Those that took part in the short rest can erase 1 ration from your belongings. And with that said and done, the supervisors pick up the belongings. They dust off the ash from their clothing and await Alpha's lead.
Well, if everybody has gathered their thoughts, I suggest we head back the same way we came.
Gregor,
Get our bearings,
Gregor.
oriented south.
Yeah.
Gregor. See the small kobold hold up this backpack that's like half as big and as wide as him. Could you please carry this? I don't have the strength to carry this home.
Fine.
Thank you, Gregor.
I will put the bag on my back.
All right. Depending on who this bag ends with, I'll give you the exact details of what's inside of it.
There was a book inside, right? And a note?
A book, a sphere, and a note, yes. And then some
Yeah,
rations and a tent.
I'm gonna leave the sphere inside, but I will take a look while we're going back at the note and the book.
All right.
When you
As
start
you-
looking at these things, you'll see like Uvo sort of try to jump up and catch a look as well.
I'm just
Greg, you
gonna
unfold-
shield away from him. Shield him off.
All right. Alpha, you can go ahead and think of a turn order while I talk about this information that Gregor unveils.
I was
On a turn order, like a marching order.
marching order. Yeah.
Gregor, you unfold the piece of paper. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Undercommon, and Thieves' Cant.
Well, go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. Any advantages, or just a straight line?
No, you were shielding the one who was
No,
trying to help you.
No, because the sole
Disadvantage,
reason why
yeah.
you can read this is because of one of your things. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to. So a straight roll.
20?
Don't need the advantage. You read through it, and first you catch notes of the undercommon. But then you also catch notes of symbolism, a hidden language within, as if someone has taken a known language and broken it apart and reassembled it, meant for only certain people to understand it. And within that letter, you find a name of a location called Hillsbury City.
Okay. Hillsbury City.
Yep.
Okay. And does it say anything about what is to do there? Oh.
It doesn't say anything specific. It's more so Hillsbury City, and then a bunch of plastered words. Go, here, come, seek, find, now. Plastered all over the paper.
In that hidden meaning of the language, I assume.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Notably, the paper, unlike the rest of the content of the bag, is more so at the mid stages of decay.
Okay.
Gregor, you're reading it. Just say Gregor.
Yeah, here you go.
Please.
You can have it. I'll hand the note over to Uwe.
Uwe, what language do you speak?
Common and Draconic.
You just see a bunch of scribbles. It looks like a child got a crayon and started plastering across a piece of paper.
Gregor, you look like you were reading it. What does it say?
It's an undercommon. What does the literal like meaning in the undercommon was of the words, without the hidden meaning?
How would that be? It would be more the nature of a verse pertaining to worshipping of the mist.
It's some sort of
Lunacy.
evil worshipping, like religious text.
Roll upon the insight check.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
I'm not
And
saying anything that's wrong, but
I mean, that doesn't beat your passive deception, I believe.
I don't know if I can roll something.
Sure, go ahead for it.
Is it a persuasion or a deception?
Deception.
Okay. It's not. It's
Ooh,
not
you
a
have no
lie.
reason to doubt your friend who you work with for years in the church. He seems to be truthful about it.
That's strange. Why with the orb?
Huh?
Curious. Well, it's just why this kind of chant was with the orb, with the book.
Well, I haven't looked at the book yet, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. Just open it up, like away from.
You unfurl the ribbon around the bow while following behind. Arthur, in what marching order have you decided?
Gregor, are you fit to lead the way again?
Well, I'm a bit occupied with this book. If someone else could lead, I just like to follow.
Yes, then I just suggest Dorian and I are the spearhead of the group. Then I'd say followed by Ophelia, Gregor, Uvo, and Renwig and Ordis.
All right. How does the Astarion feel about being in front of the marching order? Do you take it upon yourself? Do you fall in line? Dorian.
Sorry, I did.
Hi.
Hi.
You're at the front.
I put you first in
Oh, yeah.
marching order.
Yeah, I feel quite confident. and
All
proud.
right. All right. The party definitely believes that.
Mhm.
With that said, you start marching, and in the
Otherwise, I
background,
wouldn't put him in front.
we see Gregor and Uvo just kind of. It's like having a very eager dog jumping up and down. Gregor. You open the book, you unfurl the black ribbon, and open the book, and it squeaks. And it feels old when you open the book. You've opened quite a few books in the library of the church. This one is sturdy, stiff-bound leather. It seems to be matted and worn from not decay, but from actual wear and tear, and perhaps a little bit of spillage. And when you read the letters of the book, it's all gibberish to you.
Well, that's worth a try. How about you have a look, Uvo? Maybe you can read this. It's an unknown language to me. I'll hand the book over.
Ooh, you are now carrying the big leather wrapped book. How is your curiosity piqued, or are you just carrying it?
It is very peaked.
So you open it.
He tries to. It's a
You
big book.
die.
It's like it's
No,
broad as my arms.
All right. Well, you go ahead and have that. While I have Arthur and Dorian. Okay. Well, while I have Arthur roll with advantage, a stealth check and a perception check, while taking the lead of the party. You do both with advantage, seeing as Dorian is assisting you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh-huh. Stealth and
Definitely
perception.
better. Yes. That's the
Nice.
most. You actually rolled like 10, 11, 10, 10.
Yeah, that's
Christ,
me.
Mr. Average.
It's impressive.
Continuing the hot streak.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
You're trying to lay low from the marching undead that you earlier spotted, seemingly wandering without intent, while also keeping a steady pace. And you're not assaulted. You're not ambushed. but you hear something. Make an insight check for me.
Back by
If
the
you
way.
roll 10 again, okay.
Hey, let's go. Two natural-
Nice.
Nice.
That's
He
2
broke
nat
the
20 inside rolls.
averageness.
Wait, that's 3 nat 20s on inside rolls. What?
Oh my god, what the fuck? Indeed.
Better
Hold
just
on,
show
I
us
need
your
to try
notes,
this.
Nikki.
Hmm.
What?
Can't fool this guy.
Wait, this works?
Apparently, inside is just broken today. Okay, guys, make all the inside checks today. Go for it. You're looking in all directions. You hear something rustling, but it's not against stone or sticks. It is wind being carried by something. And looking up in the direction of the sound, with almost pinpoint detection, you see something moving swiftly through the mist above, creating a trail of swirling mist as it travels. And you just barely, for a brief moment, see 2 grayish, smoky trails extend from the mist below before carrying upwards again. You count the seconds instinctively. 10 seconds later, further down through the mist, you see the tips of those figures, entities, poke out of the mist again, seemingly soundless aside from the wind being carried with them.
Guys, I believe we have company, and I point upwards to where I saw movement. I suggest we. How far are they away from us? Or can
At
I?
the speed
Can
that
I
they're
make that?
traveling, they have already reached 200 feet by the time you're counting.
Are they moving towards us?
They seem to be slightly curving in the mist, making a U-turn back towards you guys.
Uvo closes the book. Gregor, put this away. Quick.
Put it
I
in the
think that-
bank.
Yeah, I think the time for stealth have passed, guys.
Is there any shelter nearby?
Next moment, as Arthur points this out, you hear from Renrick and Oris. All right, Arthur, it's time to show why we are called the fucking runners of this shit. And they take off.
Let's
Immediately.
fucking bolt!
Feel full on sprinting in
Run!
the direction
Wait,
of the
don't-
Aegis.
I'm old, please. Don't run too fast.
What is everybody's movement speed, as your travel speed is now locked to the slowest one in your party, unless you decide to leave them behind?
I'm at
30.
30.
Oh no, Arthur himself? The little boy?
25 feet, boys. Go.
I'm short as Arthur, or maybe a little taller, and I'm fast.
I mean,
You're a dog.
You're clearly a grown adult. Wait, yeah, you're a dog.
Yeah, Ubo runs on all fours.
Full on sprinting. You start bolting, and Arthur is slowly dragging behind. Panting like this little kid.
Guys! Wait a minute.
Are you all dashing, double dashing, whatever you can to run, or are you just keeping a steady pace?
I mean,
They're
how
still
far
gaining
is
on
it?
us?
No?
Yeah.
These figures are making a full-on U-turn now, and they're headed straight towards you guys. So you're kind of running towards each other, but they are flying away from the Aegis, and you're running towards the Aegis. You still have around 5 hours before you are at the Aegis at your current travel.
Okay, then definitely not full sprinting, I guess.
Hmm.
Is there any like ruins or shelter nearby that we could hide in?
The only thing you can immediately detect is a few hills that are probably 5-10 feet tall, running over it and ducking behind it could suffice perhaps for this current situation, but you have no idea, given the nature of the entities within the mist, what would be a good hiding spot.
But if we're going to the Aegis, then they are like in between us and the Aegis, right?
Yes.
Oh, we're running
Okay, so-
towards them as
And,
they are flying
and it's
towards
still
us.
like 5 hours to the
Mhm.
Aegis, so there's no shot we're gonna like run for 5 hours straight.
Not without either losing something or being extremely exhausted at the end.
I suggest hiding.
We should try to hide or fight. One of those
Where do we hide?
two. Those hills
Can
over
I-
there. Quick.
Let's go.
Pointing towards the hills, Oris sees you guys heading in that direction, catches your plan. He shouts, looking back at you, Arthur. Arthur, grab my shit! Throws it over to you, throws a bag, his shield, and his sword. And you see him stepping away from the group and begins to shout towards whatever entity is in the mist. Hey, fuckface! I'm over here!
What are you doing?
Better not let me down,
Henrik.
kid.
Not leaving you behind.
He stands with arms stretched while running backwards slowly, shouting continuously towards this entity. Are you guys still rushing towards the hill to seek shelter or cover?
Yes.
I am.
I'm not. We don't leave anyone behind.
Arthur, don't let his sacrifice be in vain.
If anyone can
Arthur,
outrun it, then he can. Yeah.
Renwick,
In that moment, Arthur, I would like for you to make a contested strength check against Renwick as he grabs you by the neck and pulls you with him towards the location of cover.
strength. Oh boy. Well.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
Well,
safe.
That's a saving throw. That's still, I
Save.
mean, that's 19
Isn't
on
the
the
same,
die, so that's,
I mean, you could
Yes,
also
it's the
Probably
same.
probably same.
Yeah, it's
It's
the same modifier,
same.
minus one.
yeah. So you are resisting his pull and wrestling yourself free of his grasp. Do you run over to Oris, who's about to catch the attention of whatever?
Guys, we leave no man behind. Stand your ground.
are you gonna save one or are you gonna save 5?
I'm gonna save 7.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Yeah, you were the
Oris
one
is
that
looking
yeah.
towards you as you run towards him. Arthur, you fucking imbecile! And in that moment, you hear a screech like you've never heard before echoing throughout this wasteland, as from the mist, as if of a verse plumbing through water, but from mist into open air. You see a mist-ridden flying entity with a wingspan of 10 feet in each direction, flapping
shit.
this swirling mist around his wings, as if aircraft become visible, and it begins to dive bomb towards Oris, right as you reach him in that moment. Oris suddenly changes from a confident, heroic sacrifice moment to an expression of fear, as he sees both you and him about to be snatched by whatever this entity is that is approaching you.
As I'm
The
running
book
towards
had a
orders.
hint. Listen, you two, listen. The book had a hint. If the breath finds you, do not run, kneel, bleed, rise. Be careful.
Can you repeat that?
Staying very close to Gregor, doing whatever Gregor is doing at this point.
So
And
how
in
far
that
are we
moment,
away from each other? Because we were all running towards the hill, right?
in that moment, there will be about 150 feet between you and
Oh.
Oris and Arthur. Because Oris was intentionally creating distance between you guys, while you guys were full sprinting towards this hill.
I thought we were like 30 feet away. Shit.
So, in that moment, this creature is going to make a sweep attack, flying
I was
by.
about to say, like, as I was running towards Ordis, like when you said he was swirling and flapping his wings, like, am I running towards him? Like, can I try and like keep running through him, like, even though I'm like hella small, and just like tackle him in the knees, just like
You
like,
want to tackle
touch him
him?
out of the way? Yeah, I want to tackle him.
Okay. You go ahead and make a melee attack, an unarmed melee attack. That's how you grapple in this game. It's going to be against this
What is
AC.
going on?
I'm the wrong class for this place.
Better start your new next character, buddy boy.
I mean, I'm so conflicted between what a rational player would do and between what my character would do. But wait, at a melee attack, is that my quarter
That's your
staff, right?
strength. That's,
why do I
that's
do
a D20 minus your strength.
I mean,
Minus, plus
and
your
there are
strength
also
modifier.
finesse attacks, right? Or do you need the Tavern Brawler for that?
Wait, is it like this?
No, because
It's without
that
your
adds
quarterstaff
your
because proficiency. Yeah.
It's
proficiency bonus.
D20 minus 1, right? For you?
Yeah.
Ah,
So,
we can take this whole 14 and then 30. It's 13.
all right.
Or I
12.
could roll again. It's whatever you just said.
So that does not beat his AC. However, it does put you in the line of the sweep attack as you like jump to try and tackle him. You miss him, grab air, and land right as you feel something sweeping right above you. And then I have to ask the question: does an 18 hit you?
Oh yeah, that will hit. Oh fuck.
Oh my.
You take
This is
12 points of physical damage
Mhm.
and 7 points of unexpected damage. As something flies over,
Yeah.
sweeps you with something you can only imagine is claws, but magnified into an unbelievable size, scratching you across the back and snatching Oris, flying up with him. And the rest of you guys see Oris looking down at Arthur and immediately being snatched and flown up into the mist.
My body is limp.
The rest of
I
you
start
see
running.
Arthur
I
not
start running
rising up
towards
again.
Arthur.
Ditto.
Still running to a shelter.
Same.
Okay. I would like for Dorian and Ophelia to make a stealth check. As you're hiding.
There was one creature, right? That took the other guy and flew up.
Now that you have seen the creature, you gather that it was just one creature this time, but its wingspan was so massive that whenever it poked through the mist, it would seem as there were more.
Okay. Yeah, if there's not the threat of a second one, I will start
That's
running
not a
like
good
full speed towards Arthur.
Uvo and Gregor, you sprint towards Arthur lying limp. This distance, that would be 2 turns of death saving throws.
Yep.
Arthur, go
While
ahead
I'm
and
running,
roll.
I'm like, sorry.
How,
while I'm
what's the
running, I'm
range
like
of your
preparing,
heals that you have available, if you have any?
Yeah, it is. Healing word is 60 feet, so I could
Okay.
technically do it in the second turn because
Yeah.
first 60 feet of movement, then 30 feet and cast. If he's under
Alright.
50 feet away.
So Arthur, go ahead and roll d20 for me. The campaign's first death saving throw.
Any chance I could roll inside? For a natural.
That's it now, in it.
That's a
Oh, yeah,
success,
success.
and that buys
That's
you
cool.
the time you need before you feel the mending power of Gregor's healing seeping into you. Gregor, go ahead and roll healing.
Yes, sir.
When I'm unconscious, do I have 0 hit points or do I have negative hit points based on the amount of damage it did?
You revive from 1 health plus whatever Gregor heals you for.
What's my spellcasting? Is 3. Spellcasting ability modifier is just your like
Your
wisdom,
wisdom.
modifier, right? The bonus, yeah. 7 hit points.
Alright. You're healed for
Alright.
7, Arthur.
So, AHP.
No, 7.
Oh, I thought you said 1 plus whatever Opa heals.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
1 plus what?
Oh, 1. Wait, why the 1?
Because he's stabilized, right? So he gets the 1 for base health, and then...
Oh, okay.
Am I doing something wrong here? It's okay to correct
I
me.
don't know how it works.
I think like if you stabilize someone, they are 1 HP, but I'm just healing him from like.
Okay, so you get the
0.
7 health. Right, okay.
I think.
Okay.
I mean that's how. I'm not.
You're probably
sure.
right.
So.
Mhm. So 7
When
health.
something like makes you hit you unconscious, you go to 0 hit points, right? Because I have 17 HP, but I did 19
Yes.
damage, but it's still go to 0, right? Not -2.
Yeah, it's only if
Yeah,
someone like deals double your amount of total health point in damage that you immediately die.
Yeah, okay, but you don't ever get negative HP, is what I'm asking.
No, they just count towards your death saving counts if they keep hitting you while you're down.
Yeah.
Mm. So as you bring Arthur back up again, and before you barely get a word in, next to you lands Aura's body. But it's not recognizable as this halfling who were clad in full armor from the Aegis. More so a drained, grayish, ashy person where the skin is caved in and blackened.
Oh.
Fucking run! I start running back to Philia and Dorian.
Ooh, you barely make it over to... Turns around again. Back to the hiding folks.
Shouldn't we run back to Aegis? Yeah.
It's 5 hours! Hide, you stupid!
Stupid mod.
Well, he catches himself before he says something nasty.
Ophelia's hiding was so successful that you have a hard time catching exactly where the rest of your party members hid, but then you see Dorian with his butt up in the air rather than head first down, and you know exactly where they're hiding. I would like for the rest of you to make a stealth checks as you wait out this looming threat.
No.
Do we roll again, or do we just keep the rolls?
You keep your rolls.
What?
Wait, am I rolling too, or am I still catching my feet?
No, you guys roll too. Uvo and Arthur. Uvo and Arthur, yeah. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Note to self, do not send you out on a stealth mission. Check.
Well,
yeah.
Need to take off my armor and then it's fine.
You hide behind the...
Your armor could deafen an entire choir.
Clink, clong, clang. How do you think he plays music for a ceremony? Ding, dong, dong. No, you hide behind the hillside. Silence.
Does anyone know what this thing is?
You feel a smack in the back
No
of your
idea.
head from Renrick. Quiet. Arthur. Look over the wastelands. Are the undeads acting erratically?
And I crawl back on my knees and on all fours actually now, like Uvo usually does. Over the hill, like peeking my eyes over the hill. What do I see? Like in movement.
Make a perception check. Even though that consciousness is barely at its fullest, and the recent death of a party member who was supposed to assess your capabilities in the field, you do see in the distance entities moving towards the scene that just took place. They're not moving at an immense speeds, but you do have the anomaly of the marching dead. So they are still moving at an abnormal pace of a walking speed.
How far are they out?
500, 600 feet maybe? But they're moving with such intent and purpose that it's not hard to tell that they're moving in your direction.
Well, Remick, they're definitely coming.
Great. I suggest we...
And can I use this time, like when we talk, just to heal myself a little bit?
Absolutely. We agreed that it was a cleric spell that you had gained from your subclass?
I thought it was, but I'm second guessing. It's called Healing Lights.
If it is called Healing Light, I believe that is just a... that is just from your
Plus
subclass. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then it's not this. Yeah, but it doesn't double or.
What does the party rule? Do we want all healing to be doubled, or just what 2024 dictates?
What did you dictate in the PDF? I thought it said all player heal.
I think
it
it's
says
just
all
Well,
play.
20 rules.
Then health potions also doubled then, because
Oh yeah, that would be
like I think we did it because of like normally
spell
in
slots.
2014 rules it is so dumb to use your spell slots for healing
Yeah.
because it basically heals for nothing and you're just wasting a spell slot because it's just better to kill the enemy
damage
faster
them,
than
yeah.
to heal. So
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
why you said like, okay, we'll do like double healing on spells at least. But
Right. This is
I
also
don't
a
know.
bonus action and a warlock feature that you have many of when you get into the high level. So doubling the healing of this would make it the strongest healing in the game, basically. So it's still baseline.
Okay, fair. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, these six. Just the fix then. Let's see.
All right. You slowly recover a little bit of healing, calling upon whatever powers reside within you. The party is looking out for both the creatures above and those below. After some time, the creature above has not made itself known to the party. And Renric slowly mutters, "Oh, I think this is our moment of opportunity to get the fuck out of here. I don't think we can reclaim Oris's body, so whatever he threw to you, that's what we can return."
Yes, let's go immediately.
What about the
agree.
marching undead towards us?
Well, they'll be marching, and so will we. So let's get the fuck out of here. Alpha, snap out of it. Kind of slaps your shoulder a little bit, and then steps up and, in a
Right.
brisk pace, begins walking.
Right, carry on, guys. Well, this will be over. Dorian, can you lead the way?
Yes, but can I say that this is the reason why you don't let a cat lead? Why are you stupid? Do you not value your life?
Well, Clay, you don't either if you prefer talking over walking right now.
I am walking.
Why are you not showing that to us? Come
Can
on.
you not walk and talk at the same time, Arthur? You have to stop
I'm sorry,
every
I
time
just-
you say a word.
It's a rough one, right? Just give me a second. We'll talk later.
Let's just go.
Is
Get out of here.
is there no teaching at the runner school or what the hell was that thing?
Well, as far as I recall, I did ask for backup. And I saw 4 people ignoring orders.
Yes, but I am not stupid.
Because
Yeah,
we're
but maybe we
valuing our
should-
lives, you should have done that too.
But maybe we should have stand a chance. And would have
Against
still been
that?
7
Did you?
instead of 6.
He just barely touched you and you fell over, and then he snatched your friend. And look what he did to it. Well, up
I mean,
in the air.
Uvo,
We would.
Uvo yelled at me to kneel, so I tried to tackle Onus to get him down to the ground.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I had
about?
to try anything.
Why would you tell him to kneel?
It was what the book said would be a possible solution, although I have not had time to really consider whether it's a good solution.
What did it say? The book?
But
I heard kneel
Well,
and lay down or
it
something.
merely said if the breath finds you in one of its passages, do not run,
The
kneel,
breath?
lead, rise.
What is the
Well,
breath? Is
In
that thing?
riding,
I'm-
in cold times, breath can come out looking quite foggy and misty, so maybe this isn't mist, but breath?
see. Oh.
Maybe you're right.
That being said, perhaps relying on the advice of this book is not the wisest of ideas in hindsight. It
I was
seems
scared,
to be
and I-
written by someone who is certifiably insane.
Scared and I didn't know what to do.
And as you guys
Well-
talk about events and the context of this book to the degree that Uwu is willing to divulge, time passes on your journey. Is there anything aside from small talking that you guys would like to do before we hit the end of your journeys?
Not me.
Let's get. I want to get to.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Me either.
I think I would like probably. I think I would probably push the pace a little bit for myself at least. Like maybe we go like a little bit faster than normal.
All right.
Just get the fuck home.
Following the lead of a higher tempo, you all take 1 point of exhaustion from today's journey. But at the end of today's journey, Arthur, you begin to recognize signs that are left behind by wardens and runners that signify that you are now within the vicinity of the patrolled area of the Aegis. And with this, you find the clear-cut path that leads directly to the main entrance.
It's the home stretch, guys. Just a little while more from here.
Counter exhaustion.
Exhaustion you just note down somewhere where you can remember it. It does pass on a long rest. So
Alright.
We should probably meet up with Mara and inform her of our findings.
Hitting the entry to the last Aegis, the big stone-carved gates leading into the main tunnels that leads toward the ward disk. The moment that the atmospheric light of the wastelands turns into dimly lit tunnelways of torches and bracers, you immediately approach by 4 wards and the Marquis. Arthur, Renrek, and...
Sir?
Report? Arthur, how did it go?
We retrieved the objective, sir.
He holds out his hand.
We were met with a little resistance. And I reach out my hand to Gregor, who has the bag with the
Yep, I'll
arcane orb.
hand over the bag, except for the little note with the thieves message.
What's it?
I think
So
I've
what's in the
stashed
bag?
that like in
With
my
the-
pocket. My pocket. I don't know if Uwe put the book back in the bag.
Ah, okay. Well,
It's
I'll
at
just
least
give the bag
and
to
the
the.
rations and stuff. No, if he
Arthur just gives the bag to the Marquis.
Still have the book, right?
If you
I
haven't
should-
said
I
you've
never-
given it away, yeah.
I never said anything.
All right.
If anything,
Arthur,
Uvo's probably stuffed it into his own bag, like when he had to run.
Wait, as soon as he hands it over, I say, "Well, I guess that's considered. My debt is considered settled now. I'm
Wardens,
going.
tally
Bye-bye."
them up, arrest them, and put them in their cells for now.
What?
The 4 wards escorted with the Marquis walks behind you, Doran, immediately, puts you in lock and chain, and escorts you away. Ophelia, they approach you as well.
I take a step
Hey.
back. No! I
Excuse
did
me.
my mission. I went out. I fought monsters. I'm back. Don't put me back in the cell.
Sir, this one is resisting. Use force if necessary. They will attempt to grapple you unless you resist.
I will resist.
All right. Contest a strength check. The both of them attack. The one rolls 4 and just grabs air, and the other one is a 19. So the DC is 19 for you with a either strength or athletics to dodge out the way.
Fast.
With the tumult going on, they manage to topple you over and put you in chains and forcefully lift you off the ground. And they are now 2 holding you, escorting you back to your cell. Gregor, please don't make this hard on me. The Wookiee looks over towards you.
I'm not going to resist, but I have to ask, what's the meaning of this? I repaid my debt,
I refuse to be used like some dog. Can I use sleight of hand to shackle myself in some way?
You can certainly try, and while you roll, Gregor, we need a full report on the mission and whatever was retrieved.
happily to give it.
No, but you understand the situation of your current predicament, and I understand.
Situation? You sent the prisoners on a suicide mission. As far as I understand,
didn't
promised
see what
that they
was
would
out
be
there.
let out. So why would you jet them?
He looks dejected through his helmet over his face, and his eyes diverge from you guys and sighs. I'm afraid it's not within my capabilities or permission to divulge any information regarding this. Do know that, at least for you, Gregor, I hold the highest of interest, and I hope that I can be more forthcoming soon. But my
Very well.
hands are tied.
Send
I
the
do.
message
As
to my wife, will you?
Yes, of course.
as the one not charged of a crime, I will hobble over to the Marquis, bow before him. This servant asks, but why? This seems harsh.
I understand that you're a curious creature of nature, but I take orders and I do what is said. It is not for me to know the reasons behind the orders.
Who
I
gave these
understand.
orders?
Such a service.
That is above me to divulge.
I mean, if you're going to send us out on these suicide missions, let's call them that, then at least you should tell us who is deciding that for us. There are many ways to repay for my crimes, and well, after what I've seen today, I'm not so keen on going out there again.
Gregor and Uvo, considering your backgrounds, you can either make a persuasion check each or give one advantage.
You can have an advantage.
Giving the bad advantage, how
I
cruel.
cast guidance. No, this is good.
A 19.
I hate to be a rule slayer, but doesn't he have disadvantage from ability, the exhaustion?
True.
Ooh.
Sorry.
That's ability checks on the first.
Oh no,
roll.
that's good.
So that would be a 6.
Please,
I'm sorry.
honor Marquis.
No, why do you say so?
Thank you. I have a lot to keep track
The
of.
DM is happy about this.
The DM likes this. The DM will remember this.
I'm sorry because the DM sounded too happy.
The Marquis takes a good glance over Uvo. Perhaps you should speak with some people of the church.
Uvo
And
will
he-
nod and bow and say, I will do as you suggest, great one.
He
Wait,
kind of
Sorry, can I ask? The Marquis said that this was above him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Marquis turns around on his heel, standing next to Gregor, and allows you to move first, Gregor, without pushing.
Fine, I'll just go into the cell.
The Dorian, Ophelia, and Gregor being escorted back to the cells, some rough-handedly, others more so with dignity. Uvo and Arthur, you are asked to follow the Marquis to the headquarters of the Runners Guild, which, as you go through the doorway leading into that, you see a room filled with tables layered with maps and books, charters surrounding the mountain and the patrolling area, and a lot of notes left about on the table pertaining to mission details, mostly at a first glance plain details about exploration, found nothing, lost none, X amount secured on the way. And at the end of one of the tables, you find Mara, the leader of the Runners Guild, overseeing some papers, talking with advisors on the side. The Marquis. And that would be Arthur, Uvo, and... Where is Oris?
He fell.
He fell. I tried to
Lenric,
explain.
what
That's
is...
what it is.
Oh, that's not it. Oops. No, we haven't. Renric. The details? You're supposed to oversee the newcomer, and yet I'm missing one supervisor. We're supposed to gain more recruits from this, not lose one. Care to elaborate? I think it's suitable that we let that little guy here explain the situation. Arthur, taps you on the back.
Me?
No, the other look. The human, yeah.
With all due respect, it was something like I've never seen before on any of my previous missions. We went to retrieve the artifact at Farmstead, and though we were met with little resistance there, we managed to find, I believe you called it an artifact, right?
I don't recall sending you out to look for an artifact.
I think it was an object lost during previous missions, and we were sent out to recover it.
No, I believe we sent you out to find a parcel. I believe the reports were a book. Marquis, what is this misunderstanding? Marquis is kind of like standing a little bit to the side and flicks you on the ear as you recall in that moment that the details portraying the artifact was a note slipped to you by the Marquis in secrecy, and
I thought Mara gave me that note. Oh no.
Mara, do you mean this? Pulls out of the bag.
I believe that is the description of a book that was found recently that was, in vagueness, detailed by the runner who unfortunately now is deceased. But now I'm more curious about this artifact. Marquis, what do you know of this?
I think I might have been a little bit shook. Well, on the way back, we encountered this humongous creature. Orders tried to distract it. He didn't succeed in doing so. And I took a big hit in the meantime as well. I might have not
gotten my bearings correctly. Excuse me, I'm exhausted.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Is that with disadvantage as well because of the exhaustion?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, yikes.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The bag containing the sphere, is that nearby?
I gave it to the Marquis.
Yeah, Alpha gave it to the Marquis with the content of just the sphere and the provisions.
Oh. But Arthur, you're not answering questions about the sphere we found.
Excuse me?
Ask you about an artifact, and that sphere definitely seemed like an artifact, did it not? So maybe she's talking about that. This book was no more directly described.
Well,
It's in here, right? Walks up and pats the bag, like sort of where the sphere is.
Oh my god.
No,
I
Marquis,
just said that
hand me the bag, Marquis, and only you, Alpha, hear this. A dejected sigh as the Marquis walks over and wrestles the bag off your shoulder in hidden frustration and walks over to Mera. My, that sure is curious. What is it? What is it? Arthur?
I know.
You know what it is?
Seems to be of some kind of arcane artifact.
Curious. I'll have one of my advisors look at it. Thank
to the
you,
church.
Uwe.
We have a lot of materials to study it.
In the worst case scenario, we can melt it down for its metal, right? It seems to be quite sturdy, and if it survives out there, it must be of some kind of different metal we're not familiar with from the mountain.
Mary, please do not.
She kind of rolls it across the
arcane
table.
mystery. Mary, no! Uwe starts like following it very intently.
Oh, you seem to have a different idea, Uwe. You are men of the church. Is this something you men can divulge secrets about? She kind of flings it up into her like a basketball.
Divulge secrets? No, only discover. It is unstudied.
Shakes it next to her head. What is inside of you? Nothing.
Really?
Arthur, were you trying? I gave you a chance, Arthur. This was your promotion event. And now you're trying to get rid of the supervisors and also claiming things for your own.
With all the respect, ma'am, if anything, I try to save one of our supervisors.
Well, Arthur, you don't recall my words clearly, I see. I told you, whatever you found out there aside from the parcel was yours. And she lobs it to you like a basketball. Go ahead and make an athletics check or an acrobatics check to catch it. With a disadvantage, that's pretty impressive. In your haste days, you catch it out of the air. To me, seems like a bunch of hocus and pocus metal. Melt it down, break it into pieces, get yourself a nice weapon made out of it. Whatever. However, that book, though, I'm mighty curious. Uwe, do you mind?
Uwe starts backing away slowly, fearfully.
Marquis,
seeing how she treated the ball.
Hesitant.
Starts hiding behind the Marquis actively.
The Marquis just grabs you by the shoulder and lifts you, and all that you are, wrestles the book out of your hands with the other hand, and puts you down again. I think you'll be more careful with this one. And walks over and hands the book to Mera. Now then, something about Oris falling. That is to be expected in the field. Renric, how do you assess Arthur's performance?
There we go.
Well, his motivational speak was lackluster before he departed. He failed to form proper ranks. His ability to scout and survey the area was actually on par, if not better than some that I've seen. In terms of proper coordination, strategy when it comes to fending off the Undying, I would say something is to be desired, for sure. But the training grounds have turned the weak into the strong over time. Of course, if you don't take into account that Oris died, in fairness, Arthur was the only one who tried to save him, but he was accompanied by a bunch of criminals and volunteers, so we can't expect them all to put their lives on the line for one of our own. I would say for now my assessment is inconclusive.
I apologize if I'm breaking in, but that winged thing is far more than anyone could expect to fight, especially amongst criminals and volunteers. The fact that he even ran towards it shows greater resolve.
There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. Unfortunately, we've lost many Vordens throughout that. Timaki interjects. Knowing your foe is the number one rule of the Wastelands before you engage in any kind of combat. You hide, you assess, and then you make a decision. What Oris might have done out of his own account is what it is. But Arthur should have known better to proper hide. Seeing as I understand the situation correctly, he almost fell along with Oris. Arthur, any comments to this whole situation, or are you just gonna let Renric decide?
You can see the whole time that they're talking, Arthur's just standing on the side, just eyes downwards, like hands, like fumbling with his own fingers a little bit, shamefully looking like upwards. Head still down, but looking upwards through his eyelids. I sure recognize myself in the feedback you're giving, Renwick, and I appreciate you willing to give me another chance. Just not sure if I'm have the experience yet. So I trust your decision.
Well, I believe that settles it then. Based on Renric's account, I would say the assessment is currently inconclusive, and we'll probably have to test you after you receive further training. That would be all. Arthur, you are to report to the barracks by the morning. You know what?
Thank you.
You deserve a day's rest. You take a day, and in 2 mornings, we'll see you back here, and you'll be assigned regular scouting missions. Uwu, we appreciate your volunteering, and we apologize for any inconvenience. And off you are, I suppose.
Trendlefoot, what do you plan to do with the book?
Oh, we have someone who was very curious about its contents, and it's going to be handed over to that individual.
Falcon?
She smiles recognizably. And anyway, I have things to plan. Off with you. Bye-bye. Now. Timaki nods and gives a light bow and turns around and grabs you by the shoulder and turns you around, Arthur, and pushes you outward.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is Maki leaving with me?
As that scene sets, Uvo, what do you spend the rest of the day on as you return to the comfort walls of the Last Acres?
Bothering Velkin with curiosity.
All right, we will return to that at another time. I will say you are allowed to lean back. The next segment might be a little non-inclusive for for your role. So,
all right,
feel free to listen in, mute, do whatever you want. The Marquis leaves the room with Renric, nodding Renric off, seeing him back to the barracks, and follows behind you, Arthur. You know,
I thought it was apologies, sir.
For someone trying to make an impression, you gained the trust of someone for a brief moment, and you almost spilled everything.
I don't know where my head is at, sir. I got my facts mixed up. It won't happen again.
I'll go easy on you considering your current experience and the wounds that you have to heal, quite literally. Go rest up, and I guess I'll have you hand over the sphere. Go to Nessa with the note and the sphere.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what's its purpose? Why the secrecy?
That is not for me to divulge or know. I just follow orders. Something that someone would be wise to learn about.
I nod. Yes, sir.
Probably wait till the morning, considering your current situation. You kind of want to make an impression, don't you? Get washed up. Probably some clothes without tears in them.
See him blush. I do, sir.
He nods and walks off. How does Arthur spend the rest of his day?
What ward are we in now? Or what area of the Aegis?
You're in the ward disk as he is headed off towards the detention cells and has left the main hallway that leads to the staircase and the runner's rest inn before going downwards.
Okay. Arthur just enters the inn. Yeah. Not the provisions one, the runner's one.
Mm-hmm. The runner's rest at the ward's desk. It is a humble inn with a lively atmosphere, as most people who gather here are of your kin. Not in the literal term, 16-year-old gnomes. More so, they are all runners with experience who seem to live day to day, celebrating what is now and not worrying about what is tomorrow. Within that inn, notably, you are familiar with the innkeeper, Martha, who is what you would call a proper stewardess of an inn. Bulky woman, classic innkeeper attire, always hearty smile and this caring grandmother look. She seems to be the one that everybody divulges a hard stay to and who gives them relief by feeling home and home-cooked meal. And that is your company for the rest of the evening. And that's where your scene for the day will close. And if you feel for it, you can lean back for a brief moment of time and listen in or mute or write notes. Back at the detention cells, Ophelia, Gregor, and Dorian have all been locked into each individual cells. Ophelia and Dorian also manhandled to be put in their place. And Gregor, a moment's time after your cell has been closed, you are met with a familiar face. As your wife has sat waiting outside the detention cell and has waited for the wardens to wear off. She approaches the cell as Illyra peers through the bars. You're home?
Barely.
How was it?
Terrible.
Nothing's
But
changed.
we made it back. I know, yeah.
Mm.
They
happened?
were... What do you mean, what happened? Out there?
No, in here. How did he find out? Why Tamar?
So-
He
I don't know. Did you find anything out? Did you speak to him?
She broke down in tears, and he kind of just disappeared after that. I kept looking for him in the hovels, but no signs of him.
Well, he must have done it for a good reason. He wouldn't betray me like that just for no reason, right?
He's always been grateful for what you've done to him and his friends. I don't understand.
Oh, we took him in and gave him a home. Something must have happened with him. They were saying we were not free from our debt just yet, so I might
how long
have
then?
to go out again. I have no idea.
You just stole a little bit. It's not like you.
I know. I mean, please send a message to the church and see if you can get someone to put in a good word for me, and also find out what happened with Thomas. Okay? Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
All right. She hugs you through the bars and slips you a package that seems warm, and you recognize the smell immediately as your wife's home-cooked bread.
I'll give her a hug back and a little kiss, and I'll whisper, "I love you."
I love you too, Gregor. Take care, and please don't go out there again.
I will
Run.
do my best not to.
She walks off. For the rest of you, time goes by without a visit. Midday turns to evening.
I will break off a little bit of the bread and give Ophelia and Dorian a bit as well.
Just for detail, you
If I
are like
can.
a few cells apart, so you would have to
Okay,
like,
are they
throw it through
open?
the bars.
Yeah, are they open cells or closed off?
Yeah, there's a wall behind you, and then there are open cells in 3 of the 4 directions.
Yeah, I'll try and toss a piece.
Easily break off a piece, and Ophelia next to you from 2 cells over lands this piece of warm bread next to you, giving off a lovely fresh smell.
Thank you, Gregor.
I
Don't worry
shout,
about it.
"Hey, can I have some as well?"
Of course, Dorian. I'll throw a piece to him as well.
Mhm. Just
Thank
a
you.
small fragment of bread lands next to you, freshly baked. And even compared to your standard Dorian, this seems to be good bread.
I dust it off as much as I can, keep blowing on it until I see no particles of whatever scuff there may be on it, and then I eat it.
Greg, you see Dorian blowing off flour, thinking it is dust. Time goes by, and midday turns to evening, and evening turns to night without any visit. The Marquis does not show up, and rest begins. For Uvo, it is a night's rest of curiosities, pondering over the content of the book. For Arthur, it is a reminder of mortality and fear, but also of hope and aspiration, and also a bit of a reality check. And as Dorian sleeps, dreaming about whatever the greatest warrior in the world dreams about, fending off unknown creatures, seeing himself slaying the flying mist monster easily, and be hailed a hero by his companions. Dornier woken up in the night by something clanging against the bars.
I confusingly look up and see if I can discern who this person is or what this thing is.
You immediately catch the beautiful visage that you're trying to mimic to a T of a Cinco de Falco standing there. Hey boy, how is life outside? You've seen it for the first time now?
Master, can you keep your voice down, please?
It's just you and I, Dorian.
It's
Ah,
good
my
to
boy.
see you, Master. What?
How's your family?
I was about to ask you the same thing, actually. I woke up and they were gone.
You did sleep in quite well. I mean, it was at least a few days before you woke up. But your family seems to be, what do they say, missing. You don't know?
No, I woke up in my own home, and there was nothing there. It seemed deserted. I was hoping that you'd have more information.
Curious. Well, in all honesty, I thought they were just pissed with me because we got into a little bit of an altercation after the whole tournament thing. But I assure you, boy, that the iron they put you against much stronger than any of the others in the arena. You would have easily won if he had not cheated his way into the tournament and stolen your glory.
Yes,
Easily.
that's what I was thinking as well. He was cheating, wasn't he, Master?
Most certainly. I am certain that you have vanquished many foes out there. No one could stand in your way.
Well, I'm not sure what to make of it. These things I killed, can you slay something which is already dead?
Oh, those who can slay that which is already dead must be stronger than those that can only die once.
You think so? So,
most certainly, yes.
So you're saying that I killed something?
Well, if it is already dead, I don't know if you're actually killing it or just making sure that it stays dead. That is a little bit complicated. But
Master,
boy,
I
listen
also
to me.
must admit one thing. When I put my rapier through his eye sockets, I expected an applause, but all there was just gore and disgustingness. I'm not sure if I'm cut out for this. This is not art. This is just pure savagery what I've seen.
Oh, Dorian, my sweet boy, you have to understand. The art is not killing. The art is how you kill. Did you perhaps take a bow after you stabbed the first one? Did you perhaps turn around and appreciate the arena as you struck down your second foe? Did you perhaps swig and swirl his blood in glory? Okay,
No.
perhaps the third one is a little bit excessive, but you get my hint.
So you're saying I should dance more?
Yes,
I
my
should
boy.
entertain
Dance.
more?
Yes. Listen to the rhythm. Dance, swing the blade, swing the belladonna. Show her a whole new world.
Okay. You know, have you ever killed someone?
Doch. Let me tell you, Vincenzo di Falco has slain many a foes, and they have certainly never risen again, I tell you that. Though,
I must admit that in the panic, it I don't know, it was just so overwhelming.
Tell me, my boy, why did you pick up the sword to begin with?
Because when I was a kid, I saw these play fights, these duels, and everything I saw, I was instantly in love with the dance, with the art of it. But that's what I'm saying. What I've done is not art. It's gross.
Dorian, listen. Art is not existing out of nowhere. You create it with every swing of your blade. In every moment of time, you seize the moment to create it. You have forgotten yourself for a moment while fighting. Sure, it's your first blood to be spilled. Or ash or bone or whatever they are out there. You forgot yourself. It is what it is. You just go out there again and you remember. You stick them with the pointy end. And then you turn around, you give a bow, and you get the applause.
I will remember this, and I'm sorry to have disappointed you, Master. But the next time, I will bow.
Good. And come over here to the pass, my boy. You look terrible. And as you approach, she pulls out a handkerchief and daps you on the forehead while talking. This handkerchief will always keep you clean. It will swipe away all the dust in the world, all the blood, and it will always remain clean. And as he's done dabbing your forehead, and the handkerchief falls, he's gone, and the handkerchief lands on your hand.
Was I dreaming?
Make an insight check. That was definitely real.
Okay. And so I look at this handkerchief, and I feel the moment, and I put it away, and I will always treasure it.
You return to the darkness of your cell and find rest and comfort in your mentor having recently visited you in these questionable times in your life. Ophelia, you're woken up by something clanging against the bars. Ting, 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 ting.
I open my eyes and look
ting, 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 ting.
at the bars.
You see the tip of a blade. Clink, 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 clink. Clink, 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 clink,
I
clink.
get up and slowly walk towards the bars.
Ophelia. Ophelia. Don't look at you.
Ophelia. That a song?
Yeah.
Ophelia. The tip of the blade disappears into the darkness. You hear a scream, death-churning scream in the distance down the hallway. And then you see a white-dressed figure skipping by with a bloody dagger in the hand. Ophelia.
Is that you, Claudia?
Ooh. Someone remembers my name.
Why are you here? I thought you were banished.
She skips further down the hallway into the darkness.
Can I run over to the bars?
Blood-curdling
and,
scream.
Oh my god.
She comes skipping back again, her white dress soaked in scarlet red. Ophelia. Clanks the dagger against the bars. Dum, 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 dum. Hi.
And can I look at her, see if is she real? Is she a ghost?
Make a perception check. You try to discern her visage, her figure. It doesn't seem amorphic, and the dagger clanging against the bars make it seem as if she's actually there. The noise is there, the voice is there.
You're not really
Ophelia.
here, right?
You took everything from me. And while you sit in this cell, clink, 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 I will take everything from you. First your lover, then your mother, then I'll burn your home down. And if you find new friends, I will kill them as well as I killed your old.
Not if I kill you first. You bitch.
You can certainly try. Clink, 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 clink. She skips down the hallway. And as you see her figure trail off, immediately from the darkness, it rushes through you, through the bars and through your body, and disappears.
It rushed through me?
You saw it trail off the hallway to your right. And just the moment you lose sight of it down there, from the darkness right in front of you, the figure emerges once again, rushing towards you through the bars and through your body, and disappearing, dispersing.
Oh, God.
And then you hear the clink, 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 clink. A bloody dagger lying next to you inside the cell.
I pick up the dagger and I kind of like turn around so that my I'm not doing it like out in the open. I try to cover it and carefully pick it up.
Holding the dagger, you see that it is covered in blood, and as you stare at the dagger, the blood begins to spill and pool.
I cast
and cover
prestidigitation on it.
You vanish the blood, and it keeps running from the dagger as if the dagger itself has become an endless fountain of blood that seems to soak your hand, your arm, your torso, and the ground below you.
This is a dream. This is a dream. I chuck the dagger out of myself.
Throw the dagger, and the dagger disappears through the bars into the darkness. And in the distance you hear clink, 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 as it scatters across the rock ground.
Is there still blood like in myself?
Make a perception check with disadvantage. Or an insight check.
Okay.
That's pretty good. You quickly touch yourself where the blood was, and you see where you touch, the blood still transfers to what you're touching with. The blood is as real as you are in that moment.
I just start screaming.
The moment you start screaming, something covers your mouth and your face, and everything goes black. Gregor, you're awoken in the middle of the night by, "Psst, hey, Gregor, wake up!"
Just leave me alone.
Blackthorn sends me.
Wake up.
Blackthorn wants to know what you found on the mission.
Like I'm going to tell him. He's the one that got me in this mess in the first place.
Blackthorn told me that if you're resisting, I had to divulge that things are happening within the Aegis. And if we are to survive, we need to know what is happening outside and what they are scavenging. Whatever it is causing a ruckus within the higher echelons.
What kind of things? What kind of things are happening in the Aegis? What are you talking about?
There are numerous rumors of outsiders invading the Aegis. Outsiders who didn't originate from the Aegis.
What?
Outsiders whose knowledge and weaponry are much stronger than what we have. We need to know of ways to intercept and interject before they can overtake us from within. This is no mere rumors when Blackthorn acts the way he does. This is certainty.
I wasn't. Well, I wasn't happy to do it, but stealing those supplies from him, I knew they were going to a good cause for those that didn't have anything. But now you're asking me to do what exactly? Be like a spy?
Exactly. Blackthorn is putting you into this position because you have experience of the wilderness, and people will not prove distrust in you, even if your rumor is slightly besmirched by these events. We need to intercept whatever is out there.
I don't think I can even come back to the church. I mean, I haven't spoken to anyone, but surely I will have lost my job for what I did. Although I do not regret it. What do I get in return for this? I mean,
we are already helping the people that.
Why would I help?
Thomas is being taken care of. He's being under Blackthorn's care and supervision. How do you say? Recruiting training to be able to withstand whatever is coming. It is not fair that the civilians are just left to be guarded by these wardens. They need to be able to fight for themselves, and resources are being reallocated just for the wardens.
What do you mean fight? Is there a fight coming?
If invaders are coming, surely they do not come in peace, all of them. They come to take whatever they want. They will kill those who resist.
Do you have any proof of these invaders?
I trust that Blackthorn's word on this.
How would I even find anything? I don't know what to look for.
Make a persuasion check for me. Or an intimidation check, depending on how you want to approach this, but I believe it is the same.
Persuasion.
The rest of us have been instructed to follow the trail of blood. And so far the trail leads to Runner's Rest.
What is this trail of blood?
It is what it quite literally sounds like. It is a literal trail of blood. People go to the Runner's Rest, and they go to the medical ward and they disappear. Those that were on the verge of becoming cured disappeared the day before. Those that came healthy back from travel outside rest, and they are never seen again. The faction leaders are trying to keep this hidden from everybody. And yet Blackthorn has his way, as you know.
I know his ways all too well. I mean, okay.
What did you find?
Well, we didn't find much. There was this book that I couldn't read. There was this weird orb and a note. What do you know of Hillsbury City? Does that name ring any bells?
Not for me, but perhaps for Blackthorn. I will go inquire him about the Hillsbury Hills, and
it was written in a language that only we would understand.
I see.
Blackthorn himself taught it to me, so
that would be either utmost concern or a stroke of luck for us, I would say. These other things you found, who has them now?
I think the book. My friend from the church had it, Uvo. You know him, the lizard. Lizard folk. Yes,
otherwise, he will probably be easy to find with that description.
Yes, and the orb was this Arthur, a newbie runner. Very inexperienced, but he had some.
Can you describe him to me?
You're small, very young. Yeah.
I will ask around. Seems to be the assist.
Yeah.
Okay. En je hebt
They all
geen
look
shit,
the
die
same,
hebben
you
we
know.
kunnen
So, alles af.
Once I bring back
yeah.
news about the information you gave me, I will make sure to put in a good word and perhaps bring something back for you and your wife.
Just make sure she's taken care of. And what the hell happened with Thomas? He's in
Thomas.
Blackthorn Scare now?
Thomas and his friend group, as they say, is being taught our ways.
Why
to no longer
did
live in the
he rat
streets.
me out?
It needed to seem convincing for the guards, yeah? For you to have access outside without being questioned.
But wait, so you planned this? Or Blackthorn planned this?
Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
This life is about being fucked and not being fucked, isn't it? I prefer to do the fucking. Don't you?
I would have liked to know that this was your plan. Okay, I
That seemed more
probably would have
convincing.
agreed with it. You know, if I'm going to put my life at risk, I would like to know in advance. Yes. For next time.
Sure, for next time. You understand. Convincing is more important than
Yeah.
deception. Yeah?
Like I said, go fuck yourself.
You too. You go fuck yourself. And he
I will.
walks backwards into the shadow. You all gather a full night's rest. On the top of the morning, Arthur,
Long rest.
welcome back to the table as you all conclude a long rest. And how does Arthur's morning look like? Waking up in the runner's rest.
Hungover.
Hungover.
Some underage
Verona
drinking
fruit.
going on. Mods!
What do you mean? 16 is legal. Wait, it used to be.
Hold up, time to check on the laws in your own country.
Nani?
That's the self-snitch on our old viewer, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
Used to be.
Self-report at my age.
Back in my days.
No, he's waking up like with a banger of a headache. Just didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Well, eventually when he drank enough. And he's just thinking over the experience, like what he would have done differently, should have done differently. As I had my way.
Reflecting over that and having borrowed a bit at the runner's rest, you exit into the tavern that is just as full of life as when you left it the evening before, as this is a never-resting place, ironically to his name, as the mission of runners never stop. From dusk till dawn. Anything for survival. You hold in your hand the possessions of Oris, the bag that you claimed from him before his untimely death, the sphere of import, and your own belongings. Seemingly all accounted for. What do you
Can
do
I
today?
look through the bag of orders? See what stuff
Looking
it is.
through Oris's bag, you find 3 rations, a singular healing potion, smaller one, of 2d4 plus 2, and a repair kit.
Just typing this on. Okay. I managed my way back back to the slums, back to my residence. I make sure I get a change of clothes. I wash myself. I fresh myself up, like wash off the dirt off my face. Make sure I
put on the best clothes I have, for as far as that goes. Of course, with my recognizable runner's cloak over that. I spray on a little, nice smelling perfume, and I head out to the Provisioners Guild with
Nice.
the bag and the artifact, along with Nessa's note.
Go ahead and make a performance check for me for the perfume as a 16-year-old boy. Just no. Okay, you did it in moderate amounts. You didn't overdo it. You didn't cover up nasty stench with a cloud of perfume. Noted. Just for
Don't
shits
smell
and
like
giggles.
ex-Africa.
Yeah. Oh my god. Axe body spray will get you laid. Never. I imagine you're heading off to Provisioners Guild to meet up with Nessa.
Yes,
Or
yeah.
try to get an audience with her. While it is not your most common place to hang out at, it is definitely a place you're familiar with. Mostly because of Nessa in that moment. The Provisioners Guild, look at the center of the residency disc. The moment you enter, tables loaded with adventurous citizens and people looking for a job and providing a job. Tables surrounded with hookahs for people to relax themselves on, pillows to relax in, and just good all-around company to be found. Behind the desk are the usual clerks in the center of the building. And in that center building pillar, you will usually find Nessa's office, where she holds the most important of meetings. You usually acquire some kind of connection by approaching the desk, inquiring about her, and in your case, for the most part, you're being disregarded as a nobody. So how do you try to get an acquaintance with her on this very day?
Can I see, do a number of offices, behind the counter, basically?
You know that there is a supposedly, it is called a secret wall, but everybody knows it because everybody hangs out here. So everybody knows what bottle to pull for the wall to slide aside. So you have a perfect idea of where it is.
I see. And it's pretty busy, I gather, in the Provisioners Guild at this hour.
Always.
Always busy. Well, I just walk up to the counter and I strike up a conversation with the barkeeper.
Good morning, you little lad. How may I help you?
Good morning. I'm sorry to indulge, but I've been sent here by order of the Marquis with a message for Nessa.
Are you her
would you
child or
perhaps know if
something?
she is
You
around?
look a little young. I didn't know Nessa had a child. She didn't.
Matter of fact, I am a child, and I am young, but I'm also with the Runners Guild, as you can see.
Oh my. Well,
I was even on trial to be a captain. I'll become a
And how
captain
did
one
that
day.
go?
Well, I'm still not out of it. I'm sure I'll become a captain one day.
Well, good luck, little lad. You said the Marquis sent you. That's an awful big mouthful to put in your mouth, don't you think? Proof? Written note?
I think that's best discussed with Nessa. With all due
Listen, the
respect.
amount of people I have walking up to my desk here asking for an audience with Nessa to beg for supplies for their little stores that are never bound to make it. If I let them all in, I would be out there running with you.
That's true, but I wouldn't be needing supplies. I'm not even asking for supplies.
Right?
I'm just asking for a short moment.
I can't let you in without any proof. I apologize. Now, off with you. I have customers to serve.
I look around the guild. Do I see anyone that looks familiar?
I mean, they're not familiar faces as in tight knit. Perhaps a runner you have had a mission with here and there, some wardens you've encountered before.
No one who could fight for me.
The only thing that is serving of any aid in this moment is the message handed to you by the Marquis.
Yeah, but that also shows the artifact and shit. Okay. Well, I guess this will have to do as proof. And I hold the note, and I fold it open, but in a way that he can just see, like, Nessa's handwriting underneath it, and he just sees the name, Nessa, in her handwriting.
Well played. She looks at it. You should have just shown me that immediately, little bugger. That's her handwriting. All right, then I'll go fetch her.
I guess we're both just being cautious.
The barkeeper disappears and pulls the infamous bottle, and you hear the sliding. And she disappears, comes back again. She'll be right with you. Time passes. A few minutes go by. And this little gnome lady with red hair and a tied up bun walks out with her hands full of scrolls and a book under her arm. Who is asking for me? You hear the voice behind the counter that you can barely look over yourself, and you just see the top of her bun sticking over.
That would be me. Hi, I'm sure you haven't heard of me. My name is Arthur.
Aren't you the little lad who keeps sitting in that corner over there?
Sometimes I like to come here.
Well, it's good to put an name to a face.
Certainly is.
Let me just put this away. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Puts a bunch of paper and books away, and then you can hear some sliding of wood. That's my stool. And up and go. Yep. Oh, hi, Arthur. And you see her like looking over the counter. I have heard you have something of my handwriting.
Matter of fact, I do. I believe you. Well, not you. Well, you don't know that. Well, the Marquis sent us on a mission, on a run.
So you're that guy, the one who got the honors of going out there for the puzzle. Did you find it?
A puzzle, you said? Well, what's it for?
Arthur, you don't ask those kind of questions. You just hand over the puzzle.
Right. And I give her the bag.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. You're no longer exhausted, so it's just a straight roll. Well, the only thing I can tell you is that these kind of things are very valuable to me. Frankly, they are the main reason I do this job. And if you could keep this between you and I, that would be perfect. And you see her like fiddling with the sphere. And you see her with pure intent, and as if she's familiar with these, she twists and turns some of the bands on it. And the bands slide, opening up. Depleted.
What was that?
So it becomes. Well,
what happened?
This is something of old, and whoever made this is incredibly genius. I tell you, like the smartest person you would probably ever meet in the world. Or what is left of it, that is. And if you find one that is more alive than this is, I would very much appreciate it if you brought it to me. With discretion, of course. Oh, yes. Whoever made these made a lot of them.
Where would I find these?
Not anywhere close anymore, I believe. We've scoured far and wide and only found a few. And even fewer that were still energized.
If they're only giving us rations for a day's work, we can't get much further out.
Well, that is for me to be worried about. I will remember your name. Thank you for your help. And perhaps we can talk more if you happen to find more of these.
Yes, ma'am.
She smiles, winks at you, and then jumps down from her stool, and you can hear her scrambling, picking up all her papers and book again. Please put the... Yep, thank you. And she walks off behind the counter.
No, she's already gone.
Yep.
Bye.
Are you okay, little boy?
Never been better.
Well, that's good. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you. Maybe just a glass of milk.
We think we can put it on Nessa's tab for this one day, considering she seemed pleased with the job.
No, that wouldn't be necessary.
All right, a glass of milk it is. And she quickly finds some and slices it across the table. And that's where that scene ends. With you hanging out in Provisioners Guild, sipping on a glass of milk, pondering what just transpired. Uvo. Back at the church. You and a certain church leader stands hunchback over this book that you have recently acquired. Vilken reading over your shoulder, or rather you tipping your nose over the desk edge and him hunchback over. This is quite interesting. And you're saying you can read most of this?
Yes, you see here the Arsakor. Yes, that translates into death.
Interesting. We should take note of this. We should fully flesh out this language that you seem to be so familiar with. Truly curious. Now,
Yes.
did anything interesting happen on that mission aside from this book?
Yes. Have you heard of the rumor that something fell from the skies with wings as wide as mountains?
I can't say that I have. There are tales that are old, which we've talked about this before, which is what drove us in this direction with mythological creatures of seemingly immense size that seem to rule the land in the past. But what they looked like or what they actually were has been lost to time and stories.
It would be too much conjecture to call this ruling, or mythological of those kinds, but it was definitely a creature with a truly massive wingspan.
What is truly curious, though, the book pertains to events that we are not familiar with. It, frankly, to have this kind of book residing out there for so long would imply that people have ways of storing them, maintain them, or write them. What do you think of the theory that we are not alone in the world anymore?
What do you mean anymore? I've not ever been... There's no reason to stand that we ever were alone.
Well, we've been here for 500 or so years, I believe, from my accounting. And yet...
Well, then why am I here?
Good question.
This question has been on my mind for some time. I hope you can understand why. The very idea that we are alone is contradicted by my very own existence. So,
that is
it
true.
makes sense to discard the hypothesis.
In all honesty, though, when you were first found in the tunnels, we did think that you were one of the tunnel dwellers, the creatures to be killed on sight.
You thought I was a dog.
Well, a dog is more civilized than a tunnel dweller, you can see.
he gets a flat stare. Like, this is Uwe when he's actually doing something. Did not know
Perhaps
your
we are
dogs
not.
were this smart.
What if? Can you imagine a library bigger than ours, standing out there in the wilderness, only waiting to be claimed? What if this book is just one of many? What if we are actually those who are secluded from the world, and the world has forgotten about us?
We live in a mountain cave surrounded by what I, from first-hand experience now, can tell is murderous undead. Seems very reasonable.
It is first presumed that the entire world has been consumed by the mist, but maybe no. Maybe we are just cursed in this region of the world.
Are we sure it should be called a mist, though?
I don't
This
know. It's
book makes several allusions to breath and to rise from fallen.
I will have to take your word for it. I cannot decipher it entirely myself. If you think that the mist is not a mist, that would be an incredible theory, and one that can only be found out in one way. I think it is worth exploring where this book came from.
It would need more trips to the mist, but if we only ever do the same, nothing change.
Uvo, in your search for knowledge, how would you like to be scribed into the storybooks of being the one who ventured far beyond any borders that we have ever set before, to perhaps retrieve untold knowledge and stories?
However the writer wants. Any song master is naturally the master of their own songs. If they wish to write a tale embellished, that is their prerogative. That is their art.
No, Uvo, I think you're misunderstanding. Would you like to be recommended for new adventures beyond the Aegis? Some that
You mean
taste.
to see if I can chase down this lead? Of course, I thought that was a given.
Well, I have to ask before I recommend you to the faction leaders, of course.
Speaking of, they seem to send me out with some prisoners that were being kept prisoner very impolitely. Do we have anything we can do about that?
I
It
believe
seems very wrongful the way they've been treated.
I believe that their hearing is happening in not so long. And as that is being said, we cut to a different scene. In a small, secluded room, Gregor, Ophelia, and Dorian, you're being brought in shackles in front of a table where figures of import are standing. One being the Marquis, another being Tavian, one being Ilera Voss, and one being Sarah Helvig, all leaders of each of their part of the city. Mira, the halfling woman known as the leader of the runners, with a short, messy, red-brownish hair, with a smirk on her face, always looking over, scheming, planning. Tavian, a dark-skinned, sturdy man, short boss hair, standing with broad shoulders and always wearing a rough leather armor. Ilera Voss, the faction leader of the church, one of the three, who pertains to the domain of life, who oversees the general thrival of the city, adorning a white robe and a symbol on her chest, a chalice with water overflowing, and her red hair tied up in a bun. And Sarah Helvig, the faction leader of the farming in the refinery disk, seemingly always wearing what can be described as a farmhand's outfit, with various tools hanging on her tool belts, and this discerning look, and her red hair tied up in a bandana. overlooking, seeing the situation. Marquis stands for Gregor Vane. Please stand up, approach the desk, and please explain in your own words what happened on that night and why you're here, for what crime you are currently atoning for.
Well, I've already atoned for my crime, I would say. I went on that mission of yours. Why is this hearing still necessary?
Sarah Helvig stands up from her chair. Stealing livestock from the city, stealing food supplies, to do with as you please, with whatever
Merely
intent.
distributing.
It is a delicate procedure to make sure that everybody have what they need, even if that means some are less fortunate. It is the balance of the city, a balance that must be upheld. And you see yourself higher than the balance itself?
Well, clearly, you say everyone should get something. This is not the case. Have you ever been to the outer districts, to the tunnels? Of course not.
I have friends who wander those circles, and I know,
Oh, you do?
but food is being distributed to the proportionate amount that you contribute with. And yes, that means some will receive less, but we are making sure that all
And you
are
think
fed.
this is fair? This is balanced?
We work off of numbers, and those numbers tell us what is needed.
You think you can calculate this? The worth of a person just by some numbers?
It has worked to this extent. You will keep working.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that. I did what I did.
You have no remorse for this?
I won't apologize for what I did. No.
She turns towards the other faction. Yes, I propose immediately that he continues to atone for a crime he clearly acknowledges without any remorse, disturbing the balance of the city. I vote for. Mira raises his hand. Sure. Tavian looks at you. Gregor, I appreciate everything you've done for the church. But the balance must be upheld, and therefore I too vote for you to continue your sentence. Please bring back contributions so we can see this punishment over with.
And when would that be? When do you
have
deem
brought
my
back
punishment?
Plenty. We will think of it.
Okay, so never then, huh? I see how it is.
The Marquis walks up and taps you on the shoulder, signifying for you to step back from the bench.
Walk back.
Ophelia, please step forward. Ophelia. What was the surname again?
Baudelaire.
Is that not the owner of the shop? The place we get our repair kits from?
Yes,
Mary's
indeed.
looking curiously towards you. Huh. And how did you end up in this situation? Please explain your situation for me.
Well, I was walking home from the previous meeting in the Parishioners Guild, and I saw this shadow in the streets. A girl running with a bloody knife. I approached my home. It seemed that there had been a break-in. I wandered in and found my boyfriend, Asher, on the floor, dead. Before I had a chance to act, guards rushed into my home and arrested me.
Tavian, Please elaborate on this eyewitness account from one of the wardens. Yes, Mara. The eyewitness account says that Ophelia was in the midst of examining the wounds she had recently inflicted on her supposed lover. And given her history of crudeness, we believe for her to be the suspect immediately and arrested on the spot in the act. She has been acting aggressively and has left us no reason to think otherwise. Examining the interior of her store, we found many interesting evidences that would suggest that she is dealing with the occult in ways that would only leave a person down this strange pathway in life. And Ophelia, how do you plead to this eyewitness account?
It is outrageous. I run in and see my boyfriend, Professor Asher Lornvale, dead on the floor. I didn't examine wounds that I had inflicted. Why would anyone do that such a thing? I was checking for a pulse to see if he was still breathing.
Pause. Why would you have occult scribbles and writings on the floor of your bedroom?
I am getting to that. As I said, my boyfriend, Professor Asher Lornvale, well, he was into studying all sorts of things for his lectures, and frequently did so at my house.
Please go ahead and make a deception check for me. Are you familiar with this Asher and his... Mira looks around towards Tavian and Sarah. Doesn't get any hint of recognition. Then looks towards Illyra. The school is a part of the church, it's not Illyra. I do believe that we have a teacher who has not shown up for studies and teachings for some time. I must admit I've been awfully busy lately to keep tracks of names. If what Ophelia says is correct, then I'm afraid we might have exaggerated the amount of evidence that we have. Nevertheless, we did find Ophelia fiddling with the body, and instead of applying immediate first aid, she tended to be more curious about the wounds.
I just saw him. It was within 2 seconds the guards rushed into my home. And also, the guard here who mentioned that I had crude behavior in the past, there is no evidence for that. In fact, I've been a very contributing member of society, and with my store providing aid and help and material goods to a myriad of people in the community.
They begin to mumble amongst themselves. And then you hear a coughing from the side from the Marquis. Your Honors, I apologize, but throughout the night we heard several screams coming from the hallways of the detention halls. And a trail of blood was found. And the dagger as well was thrown, left behind on the murder scene. It had left bloody marks across the floor, and trailing the bloodied marks, it led directly to Ophelia's cell. Now, how she acquired the dagger and how she could have committed those kills during the night while detained is hard to determine. But I think it is unwise to simply leave her of her crimes.
I give him a side look as like if looks could kill. I'm just like piercing dagger with my eyes at him.
With that said, for the recent events that are taking place, I think it is not unlikely that Ophelia might be related to them.
Excuse me, you have no evidence. I didn't even know anyone had died during the night, and you just said there was a bunch of blood on the floor.
Quiet. Now then, we will need more evidence, and if the recent discoveries of the bodies seem to have the same kind of pattern carved into them as Lord Asher, I believe it is fair to make a connection between the two killings.
But I already know who did it. And you have the wrong person. Are you not interested in the truth?
Humor us, Ophelia. Who did this?
It was Claudia Roswell. I saw her. She must have gotten back in the AKs somehow.
They look around at each other and... McKee.
I saw her during the night Asher was killed. I saw her last night, and she told me she was going to murder everyone I knew, everyone I met. She was going to go after my mother. She was going to frame me, she said.
Claudia Roswell, I believe we sentenced her to banishment from the city not too long ago. And a runner squad found her body in the wilderness. That was in the time while Ophelia was imprisoned. To put this claim down for Claudia Roswell to have committed these crimes is simply impossible based on evidence that we have secured.
Then it must be someone impersonating her, or a family member.
The faction leaders look around at each other and... okay.
I look up at Sarah with like pleading eyes.
Ophelia, I understand that your connection with Adeline is meaningful. I have other responsibilities than friendship between...
I didn't do this.
I have no more say in this. I will now withstand my vote in this matter, as I am clearly more partial than I initially thought. Mara looks over at Tavian. Well, lock her up, I say, for now, till we have further evidence. I agree. Lock her up. The Marquis grabs your shoulder and drags you backwards, back into line. Dorian Rodriguez, it will be my displeasure to have you step forward.
I step forward.
Any news of your family?
No, I was about to ask you the same. No clue where they are.
I guess we can only assume that they may not return. So, how do you plan of paying off your extensive bill?
Well, let's just start by saying this is all a big misunderstanding over some money. I've just a few seconds ago witnessed the person stand trial for murder, and this is just a bit about money. I can make it back. I can go to my home. I can find my family, and I'll be out in a jiffy.
I see his attitude has not been corrected through his little excursion. What do we say? Yeah, lock him up again. His bill is too big to just live prodigally in these trying times of survival within the Aegis. His crime is, if not bigger than Gregor's itself. Living leisurely.
If I might interrupt, how high is my bill exactly?
Well, to put it bluntly, we have counted for all the years that you live within the city, with no contributions shown, with the residency you've lived, with the trainer, one of our finest swordsmen of the wards, instructing you in the usage of the sword for years. And that was all given to you because of your family's contribution. But seeing your family is no longer around, we believe you need to pay it back in some way.
I was under the impression that my family already paid for these things. I think this is what you may call the sins of the father. Like, how am I?
Well, you're the only known family member of the Rodriguez family still residing in the city, so consider yourself the father and the sinner. That would be all for today's hearing.
No.
The Marquis walks over to you and drags you back into position and begins to escort you all out of the room.
What just the hell is your problem? I say to the Marquis as we're getting away from the room.
I have no problems, madam.
Do you have some personal
them.
agenda against us?
I only act on what I see.
Insight check.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Can you hit that nat 1 or 20? Close enough. He seems pretty straightforward and stern in his wording. And you're all escorted back to your cells for detention. Days go by, being locked up. Some of you are visited by wives. Some of you are visited by friends. And some of you are sitting in darkness.
Can I,
No one-
is there a handkerchief in my pocket?
You look for the handkerchief that you saw in your dream, your vision, your woke state, and you find it there. A beautiful silk woven handkerchief with the little emblem matching your belladonna.
Ooh. I find solace in my solitude through this handkerchief.
Clinging to hope. Gregor, during one night, you hear the clanging on your bars. Ding, 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 ding. Gregor, it is I am back.
Did you find out? Did Blackthorn know anything?
Blackthorn says that Hillsbury Hills is an abandoned city, roughly 3 days' travel away from Dagus. He has spun his web and has persuaded the faction leaders for the next excursion to head that way.
I see.
And supposedly you will be on it, and your friends, alongside a volunteer, this Uvo, who had the book. And supposedly Afo will also be participating under the guise of being at his final assessment. However, this time there will be no supervisors. You will be his supervisor.
See? Well, I made sure I got put back on the next excursion by not apologizing for my crimes. So you got what you wished for.
That is good. Blackthorn appreciates it. And you hear clanging, and he, through the bar, reaches a satchel to you.
Take it.
Opening the satchel, you see 3 healing potions. 2 are small and 1 medium.
This will come in handy for sure.
Blackthorn hopes that the mission is successful. And whatever you do, it is of utmost importance that you and Uwe returns. If you have to leave behind Ophelia, the scary woman, and the Rodriguez family member, and the little guy, Affe, You must do so in order to return with whatever you find.
What is it I'm supposed to look for?
There are 3 circumstances that are either foreboding or promising. They talk about spheres, mechanical round objects that pertain to the old society. They talk about people wandering out there, not hailing from the city, either to interrogate them, extract information, crime work.
You think there's people living out there?
Oh, we have our ways. Blackthorn has his waves. Supposedly there are people of other societies. Some runners who either ran for good, never to return, who have made residency in the mist, and others not so much from the Aegis.
What's the third one?
The thing we don't want to discover. Things that are not from the Aegis, but not quite known or living. But
Very
if anything is of usefulness or power or knowledge, please bring that back.
I will see what I can do. Just make sure my loved ones are taken care of here. That's the least you can do.
Your wife is in good hands. We have ensured a home closer to the Provisioners Guild. So it is easier to keep eye on, unwanted guests in areas where boats patrol more often.
Right.
And as for that Rodriguez guy, keep an eye on him. Something is not quite right with him.
Why would you say that? Seems
Yeah,
like a decent fellow, although a bit arrogant maybe.
rumor has it his family left the city not because of pressure or wanting to flee, but because they could. Because they did not fear the mist.
I see, that is concerning. I will keep an eye out.
Good. Good luck, Rika.
Yeah.
And fuck you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Vanishes into the darkness. And with that said, that's where we're going to end today's session. And
No!
your level up.
Yay!
Mm,
Okay.
Let's get specialized.
let's get fucking specialized. Level 2 spells. Some get subclasses.
Oh, yeah.
Others get
Shit.
I was about to say, I get level 2 spells and subclass. Let's fucking go.
Oh, yo. Okay. Roll for health.
That was average.
That was okay.
I pressed the roll.
All right, I'm just gonna end the stream here. Now that we've ended the session, we're just gonna level up and such. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye bye.